Welcome everybody, and welcome back to Hop On Rivals number 8, the Pacific Northwest premier Rivals of Aether II weekly tournament. My name is Bird, and with me we got a fresh new face. Mind introducing yourself, please?
Hello, my name's Todd. I go by Toddly enough on various everything platforms, and I'm super happy to be here. Super excited. I've played in a couple hop-ons so far. Hopped off real quick, 0-2, nice and clean. You know, like you got to take your licks, right? But yeah, very excited.
But you know, it can be really tough to go anything better than 0-2 here. The competition is really tough, and we got numerous entrants today. We're up to 48. I think that's bigger than we've had the past couple weeks. So I'm very excited. Big bracket today, lots of sets to go through, and I'm excited to be here as well on commentary once again, holding down the fort on Hop On Rivals. Now, let me see here.
Yeah, are there any like looking at the bracket, any matchups that stand out to you that look like they're gonna be some opening, you know, some good stuff?
Great question. I haven't checked to see what the bracket looks like right now. Though I will say we have a few people coming in today that I should spotlight that are not usual entrants to hop on, but are very high caliber players. We do have Kib, a fleet player from Washington, very good player, and we also have Pokepan. He kind of plays everyone, but I think he's going to be playing Rano for this time. But yeah, very good player. Doesn't really go to a lot of Rivals tournaments, so I'm very excited to see how he does in this bracket. We also got a lot of our old favorites here. So Philo's back, and so is Durai for another shot at taking another hop on. We also got some BC representation, hometown hero here. We got Bullets has entered, and so is Dolphin Break. And Dolphin Break has been like really improving lately. Now that he's like recently switched to a box. So it'll be very interesting to see what kind of a run he can do here.
Got it, box dog.
Yep.
Nice. That's really exciting. I love, you know, there's even like people kind of come out that who aren't normally in a tournament series and see how they mess things up.
Yeah, it's always those kind of like wild card, like the X factor of the whole tournament that can really like make or break somebody's run. Now,
for sure. I'm curious to see. I feel like, you know, Fleet fell off pretty hard after, well, there was the dark times, and even despite various like buffs and stuff since then, you know, I feel like maybe some people found a new, maybe potential new main in that time. So I'm really curious to see like if Kib is gonna stick on the Fleet, like what's that gonna look like after the hit stop or changes and everything. Like how is that going to feed into the game plan? Very curious. Also,
yeah, you know,
we didn't see too much Rano representation last hop on either. So, like you were mentioning, we got a Rano in the building as well, or potentially, probably a Rano user as well. So I feel like we got a potential for new narratives character-wise here in hop on number 8.
Very true. I mean, Durai is like one of the best to do with this character. He makes like Rano, who's, you know, like the slowest character in the air, look just insanely fast the way he's able to like pressure. And that's just kind of the story that like how Durai pilots that character, just insanely quick, just moves so much faster than really anyone else I've seen on the character. So it'll be very interesting to see. But right now, we're gonna be having a Botman. I forget already. I know somebody told me this last week. It's Psych. Thank you. I was gonna say it's Super Psych.
I mean, at least that's, well, maybe. Oh, now you got me. Now you got me worried.
Ooh. I see Bullets asking in chat what jersey I'm wearing, and we got a second right here. So I don't know if people have noticed. I've been wearing different hockey jerseys every single week here. And this week we got the Montreal Canadiens reverse retro from a couple years back. I really love this, like the light blue on it, so I had to get it when it was on sale.
Nice.
But I've got jerseys to spare, so I'm sure I'll have new ones every week for months to come at this point. You can kind of see them over there. Like there's like right there in the shelf. There we go.
Nice.
But enough about me, because we got two great competitors going on. We're gonna be having Botman versus Psych. We're gonna do Dojo game 1.
Dojo game 1. I feel like the consensus is Lox does not like this matchup until he's got Zetter in disadvantage. Right now, he loves this matchup.
For sure. Oh, wait a second.
Going well for him so far.
Drop the edge guard situation. But still like in a very good advantage state here.
Definitely. Yeah, we're playing at the ledge. Got that F tilt taking the space. Meatball to keep out. Gonna rinse and repeat. There goes the up smash into the blast zone. Easy first stock. Just under like 40 seconds.
Yeah, wow, that looked really textbook from Psych. And I mean, Botman, BC player, and pretty like strong. Like had a pretty good showing at Why to Jump a couple months ago, and then the Slipstream Showdown. Also, actually, don't know if he showed up for that one, but I know Why to Jump for sure. And then he shows up to our weeklies here. He does quite well, so it's very interesting to see Psych doing so well. But Botman firing right back.
Bringing it back. And, you know, there's no Zetterburn. Zetterburn's either come out too hot or they come out cold. And it seems like Botman's heating up plenty. 60% already on Psych.
Yeah, like you said, starting off strong in the second stock here, and already with an opening. Oh, sour fair, sour grapes, like yeah, like, just stuffing it like just a little too short. Like that sweet spot fair would have been so good for Botman, but doesn't get it.
Doesn't get it. Back to neutral. Full center stage at Nair. Great get off me tool if you can get it out in time. Up to the blast zone. Still living though. What are the options? Where's the mix up? There on the landing. We love that. Zetters love to call that Nair landing out, so we wonder how that'll evolve for the rest of the match. Right now, one stock one stock left for Psych.
And we saw Botman really like try to go for that like down throw there. We saw that the first time like Psych like DI'd it still correctly. He tried to DI it down and away, but it's still caught. One of the things about like Loxodon being so heavy but also like super floaty is that there's certain combos that really work well. Oh no.
Gonna do the commentator special. Sick back air. Look, if it's locks, there's not many more satisfying bears to take stocks for, with than a locks bear. Right now, he's got Zetter off the stage yet again, holding at ledge. Oh, Zetter escapes the fair. Back in the corner one more time. Zetter doesn't want to stay away. He loves that corner.
Oh wow, the charge explosion there, the mega play. Oh, what a Gatling that. At that percent, that's crazy.
Galaxy up smash at 115 on a heavy body? What heavy body? How heavy are you? My guy Locke's been doing calisthenics, flows to the blast zone easy. That's a win for Botman.
Yeah, and you know, like that first stock, like you'd be convinced that like Psych would be the one to take it, but Botman really brought it back after that first stock, and just like you said, right? Like, just had some time to heat up, and then just kind of was on fire for the rest of that match. But here we go, Merch Report Game 2. Very interesting stage choice here. I think you know, Zetter does pretty well on this one. Pretty short ceiling, very big for Zetterburn. Platform layout's really good for his combos.
Very much so. Zetters do love this stage. I imagine, just based on what we were seeing in the previous game, Psych's gonna try and control a bit more space. But right now he's not getting any, and that of course is the matchup. If Psych can take that space, then we'll be good to go. But right now, Psych is over 100% off the stage. Comes back, we're looping the command grab, kind of finally getting some space. Not throwing any more. Oh, he takes a parry, but doesn't get anything off of it.
Yeah, beautiful jab check there by Botman. Would have been really bad if it was a successful parry, but the up strong catching the landing. Botman on point right now.
There it is. And like again, like if you're locked, like you're playing around what people are gonna do when you land, because you've got the whole flight tower has your flight plans way before you get the touchdown. But that was a situation where Locks excelled. Had him off stage, low to the blast zone, but he made it back, gets carted out by the golf swing, 140 into the blast zone, stays alive, gets the back throw off the ledge. That's one option down, two stocks, both characters.
And you know, in those kind of high percent situations, no matter really what character, it's really tricky to try and like pick a correct DI. Or like, you know, if Botman DI'd in, yeah, probably would have lived the back throw, but now you're like opening yourself up to like up throw or you know even forward throw, that kind of percent. But you know, it might have looked like it was bad from Botman. Oh no!
The raw forward smash says, "I'm done playing neutral. I'm not interested anymore." He's back to center stage though, 95% on Zetter, gets tossed off into the water. Will they make it back? Yes, they do. Fights back with the Nair, does Locks. Back off again with the back throw. These Locks back throws are really paying off. Oh, mixes up the recovery time, but Locks calls it out anyway, sends him the blast zone, Psych up 2 stocks to 1.
It was so good by Botman to like mix up the recovery like that, but you know, Psych just was another level above and was able to take out that stock. Now it's looking so close because Botman's firing right back with that up strong.
There
we go. This could be Psych's winner's side stock here.
See how it goes. Right now, got him in the blender. We got the up throws, we got the nairs, we got the fairs. 50% on Zetter. Off stage comes back. Gets hit by the F tilt 2 by Locks. We're 60% on Zetter. I mean, this is not what you want if you're Zetter burning. A couple more interactions and Locks definitely run away with it.
Botman had a start of a good combo here, but now in a really, really tough situation. Oh no!
Goes a little greedy for that fair, but the DI saves them. Off stage, Zetter's going down. Tries to call out with a down smash. Double dare, doesn't get the second one. Zetter parries the recovery option. He eats 2 fairs, eats the back air off the ledge. Side beat from Locks. Dare into the blast zone. You're drowning, Zetter. Put that lion out.
And no tech on the wall from Botman there. Honestly, I think Botman thought he was a little bit further out and would have had to tech later and just wasn't ready for that early tech. But still, that was such a pivotal moment for Psych there. Evening up the set at 1. I'm excited to see where we go for game 3 here.
This is the thing, like I was curious about the Merchant Port pick. Honestly, I don't know that it mattered much. They really were at the corner for most of all of their stocks, and Locks loves an offstage scramble. That dare will take you someplace you had no idea. Doesn't matter what your ticket says, you're on a different plane.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's not just the downer. Like, there's so many tools that Locks has for that. Like, we're seeing the side B here. Like, you can set up meatball, down tilt, so many offstage like options to take stocks early. But speaking of, already 85% on the side of Botman. Psych off to a great start in this game 3.
Yeah, run. Counter approach grab for Locks, excellent underutilized tool, and Psych's getting plenty of mileage out of it. Right now, kind of trying to come back from the stage. Zetter letting him in. I don't know if Botman maybe didn't want to lose another scramble after how game 2 went, but could have been worth something. Looks like Locks is gonna make it back. This is an excellent, first of all, game 3 counter pick for Zetter. It really is very strong. Right now, people are kind of even, both in the red percents.
Yeah, I mean, like, both these characters have so many ways to take stock. Like, it can really be someone's advantage. What an up strong by Botman. Now it's just going to be if he can get any more damage on before he's able to take, before Psych's able to take the first stock.
Like you said, they do have so many ways to take stocks, but Zetter really just likes the one up strong. And frankly, Locks loves a down strong kill, especially on this stage, going straight to those lower vertical blast zones. We're back to neutral, 2 stocks, each 30% on Zetter. Getting caught in the grab game, but misses the tech chase on the ice platform. Now it's Zetter's turn to play. Off stage, Locks trying to get the recovery, but Zetter gets the parry. We're still in the corner, bouncing around. Everyone's whipping, everyone's missing. Off stage situation again. Zetter goes back to center stage and we reset.
Yeah, we saw like that nice parry there from Botman on the Locks up B. Hang on, I'm gonna shut up real quick.
The Rivals of Aether. Got that get off me nair. Retreating bear. Oh, whips the grab, does Zetter, and that could have been it. Still great DI keeps Botman in this match. Doesn't want to get reverse swept. Even to the blast zone with the fair, doesn't quite get it. Both people back to stage. We got a ledge situation in the middle, doesn't turn into anything. Everyone's playing in neutral. Knocked off the stage is Loxodon. Deep into the side, not what he wants, but Zetter doesn't want to go after him. Botman is really concerned about losing their stock on an edge guard situation, it would seem.
Yeah, you're 100% right. We're definitely seeing Botman be a little bit more conservative than usual. We saw earlier in the game he was going for all these, like, you know, really aggressive, like, offstage antics, but now trying to keep it super close, super tight to the chest.
Yo, you know, Psych survived the party zone under the planks, but it did not matter. It loses the stock anyway. But Botman's at 139. One stray bear, I mean, it'll do it from center stage.
For sure, but right now it's all Botman. Look at this opening, still has that fire damage going on as well. Oh, big situation.
Knocked out. Oh, goes for a big call out. Zetter with the straight up B. And it just survived, gets back at 160%. You don't want Zetter living on this stage to 160.
Oh no!
Oh my god, these escapes, these returns are ridiculous.
Off stage, and now, you know, Harbor has those short.
There it is.
I was gonna say the short top blast zone, but the side blast zones are actually quite large, and was able to live that. But now, last stock, game 3. Here we go.
He's to the face. Pretty strong.
very
But Zetter is in a great situation right now. 84% on lock. Psych is fighting back though. Go eats 2 dares from Zetter mid center stage. Nothing off of it though. Just raw damage. That's the 3rd dare in a row. It's the dare party. Goes for a 4th. Doesn't get it. Gets called out with a side B from Lock. Oh, swings for the
what a treat!
Doesn't quite get it. We're in super dangerous territory now. Lots of dare call-outs. Goes for the F special into the ceiling. Gets nothing. We're in super whip, don't whip territory.
And yet both these players are just throwing out big kill moves. Lots of just swinging options.
Well, there it is.
Fourth throw.
That's gonna be it. And there it goes. Put that Lock in the fridge. Hot man 2-1 over Psych here on this frigid harbor. That's excellent. It was a dope game.
Yeah, what a set. I mean, you know, I know it's your first time commentating here, but let me tell you, that's just the standard. Like every set we have here that's like gonna be on stream for the rest of the day is gonna be just as intense. I know. I've been here most of these weeks.
I love it.
Like I'm sure, like there's been multiple weeks that have taken like years off my life. Like you can see this hairline's not getting any better.
Yeah, you know what?
Hey,
to look forward to, okay?
Yeah,
At least
know.
Your hair has a lovely swoop
it's
to it. You
there.
can hide whatever you want. My hair is like, nah, man. Truth only. I love it. I got my like anime character shine right here from the light, you know. But yeah, that was a dope game. One of my favorite things about Rivals of Aether II is this game looks so great with 2 good players who are scrambling. And there's just hit boxes. The people are making decisions, and you start being able to process fewer and fewer things at a time. It's so exciting. I always love watching those kind of games.
It almost like reminds me of like Tekken in a way. Like when it's like a last hit situation, both the players are just kind of like moving around and like trying to throw those like last moves that'll like take the game.
Absolutely.
And you know, it doesn't have like that slow-mo feature, but like you know, in my mind it is slowing down.
Yeah, it really does feel like that way sometimes, especially because, you know, there are plenty of characters in the roster who, you know, at 130, you know, certain options, you're done. Like if Clarin can get you over a certain percentage and you're on last stock, you're just playing to not get grabbed. Like and you know, and then the Yomi layers progress from there, right? Like, well, okay, so if they're gonna try to avoid the grab, then what do I do after? And I love seeing it play out in an overly fast the concert of Rivals of Aether II.
Couldn't agree more. But oh, hang on. I'm seeing we'd be having a Capel versus Ceramic now.
Speaking of Clarin.
Yeah, speaking of Clarin. Now, Ceramic recently coming off a win, so hang on. A bit more lore dropping, especially for people like you might not know. Ceramic in a small town called Prince George, North British Columbia. It's actually got quite the active rival scene up there. That's where I'm from. But, you know, not anymore, sadly. Or better, you know. Depends on your perspective.
So this is your local hero.
Yes, exactly. And she's like, she'd recently won the big like monthly tournament, which had like a $300 prize in Prince George. So, you know, last time she actually lost to BGD, who's also in this tournament, but now pretty much solidifying her place as like undisputed #1 in Prince George. So it'll be very interesting to see how Ceramic does versus Capel in this round 2 set.
Nice, awesome. Yeah, well, we are into it just under 70% on both characters. Ceramic a little bit more percent, but that's par for the course for Locks. This is a pretty devilish matchup. Actually, Capel is one of the people who is very active in our like net play like friendlies server over in the Washington Discord, and they are a demon. Very calculated play, and having done this matchup a lot personally, they're pretty ready. But Ceramic's way better than I am, so I'm looking forward to see how they bounce back after dropping a stock.
Yeah, I mean, we almost saw Ceramic get a really early stock with the level 3.
All out, there it is.
The charge test,
into the blast zone. Evens it out. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but you know, like we're seeing Capel already have like very great familiarity with the matchup too, using the counter off stage, and since it's such a dastardly angle for a recovering Loxodon. Oh, almost out again, but it was just a little bit too late on the down B.
Just a smidge. And this is the thing about the Lox Claren matchup. Lox is all, you know, those recovery options are so readable that you're always thinking, what's the Claren gonna do to the thing that I do so that you can react? And it seems like so far, Ceramic certainly is not a stranger to that. Right now, getting an excellent advantage state situation, taking 80% into the blast zone, goes Claren, one stock up for Ceramic. The comeback is starting, but now they're off stage 100%. Capel goes out with the neutral B, doesn't get anything. Back on stage, Ceramic gets free neutral win. Oh, whiffs a down strong in Lox's face. You do not want that. Claren is up to 65% now already. Looking really scary. Goes for a super up strong, bets the farm, sells it for nothing. Down to up to 110% up strong in center. This could be the end of game one already.
Big crouch cancel to save Capel's life there, and a weak up strong also saving Capel's life. But yeah, it has just been all Ceramic past that first stock. Even like that early second stock there. Whoa, like I know Ceramic's a clip monster, but like this is just another level, especially doing it in bracket now.
That's what you want to see. Gets the peach down strong back hitbox of down strong. It sends it to the blast zone. Claren can't make it out. Gets edge hogged, and that's Ceramic 2-0 over Capel in game one.
Yeah, I mean, what a statement. I mean, like I said about that second stock, like being able to take that, you know, those stocks so early just really shifts the momentum. And I mean, Ceramic is a player that works with the momentum so well, but it also doesn't let it get to her when like it's not going her way, because she can really like have those kind of adaptations if we were to see, you know, Capel like take advantage in this game too. But that's yet to be seen. We're gonna be seeing Ceramic ban Aramada and Fire Capital. Very interesting ban there.
Oh yeah, I'm no pro, but for me that's the Lox special. You don't want to play either of those stages. Not that you can't win, but especially against a Claren, I mean, that game could go to time on Fire Capital. You could be there all day. It'll be hop on number 9. That match still going.
It's like when you
into game 2. Sorry, go ahead.
When you don't like update the start GG after the bracket's going, and people take the screenshot like, oh, this match's been going on for 2 weeks. Oh my God, Ceramic with another downer.
That's why they keep nerfing Lox, is that exact type of situation. You getting scrambled off stage? Yo, breakfast immediately. Within 30 seconds, stock gone. Capel's gonna have to find a way to fight back. Right now, I'm getting some up air chains, but good DI gets Lox out of the way. 100% for Ceramic, gets the down B. Oh, but Capel's not in a good spot. Gets the recovery off their up special. Back to neutral.
Ooh, beautiful up tilt by Capel there. And yeah, like, even at 0%, we're seeing Ceramic just trying to like end these stocks so quickly. It's really just kind of the name of the game to try and play for these offstage win conditions and just like go as ham as possible. Ooh.
That's a classic Lox like that. You can use that floatiness to stall out your recovery options in places that would be otherwise disadvantageous. But Capel finally figures it out, sees what Ceramic is going for, calls it out, and evens up the stock count. Right now, 30%, 35% on Claren. They're fighting at the ledge. We got the no fun zone, but Ceramic doesn't really seem to need meatballs in her game plan.
We're seeing another like more downers coming up from Ceramic, almost getting a little too overzealous with that. We're seeing like Capel just able to like, you know, wait it out and then get to stage and like use the no fun zone against all the recovery options Ceramic's trying to pull out. But the thing is, Ceramic's punish game has just been so good, like with that like tech chase on the platform.
That's send Claren to the blast zone. Yeah,
it's just been real tough for Capel to really get anything going, because, you know, one good hit from Ceramic's just been the end of every stock.
Yeah, it's been interesting. It's kind of a reverse center stage game where Ceramic's been playing from the corners or even above in the air, DIing up and out often, and Claren's just been on the ground sharking and not really getting enough out of it. Though right now, that side B off stage sends pretty high, not enough to kill, but definitely in disadvantage right now is Ceramic. Capel's trying to capitalize. Oh.
Ooh. It just stuttered a little bit there. Had a little bit of a hesitation on that platform tech chase. Could have definitely ended the stock, but will this tipper do it? Ooh, no, fades back a little bit.
Not quite. Platform drop fair. Lox special. Gets the meatball, but doesn't get anything off of it. This could be a chance for to fight back for Capel. Neutral B off stage. Gets the side B, reads the recovery, and that's a Galaxy up hit to the top blast zone, both on last stock.
Yeah, but at 86%, now you're gonna have so many of like Loxodon's like kill confirm combos off of like explosion or like
Mhm.
meatball like come online. It's gonna be really tough for Cap to make it back, but with all the momentum right now, could be seeing just that.
Yeah, Capel is playing straight into Ceramic now, not trying to get too fancy with the movement because they keep getting called out for it. But now it's just a brawl, and you may not want to brawl with Ceramic, much less with Lox. Right now, oh, we got Lox off stage. Ceramic's coming back, gets in, but calls out the jump option. Does Capel. It's a little bit scary. 80% for Ceramic. Gets a whiffs to the fair, but it doesn't matter. Gets the double jump back air and seals the stock. Sends Capel to their game 2 grave.
That was still a much better showing in game 2 for Capel. Definitely was able
Yes.
to use like you were saying, like not committing so hard to the movement.
Mhm.
Even had like a little bit better control on the ground, like when they were both on stage. Was still, you know, maybe if this is like a best of 5, could have even seen like a reverse 3-0 at that kind of rate. But yeah, we're not there yet. So Ceramic will be taking that set 2-0.
Yeah, she was playing. I mean, that, like, you see a fast Lox, and you're like, what do you mean? How are you doing
Exactly.
that? We have the same controller, but you're moving twice as fast. Ceramic is that type of Lox. And from what I've seen watching Lox in other tournaments, that's how you got to play to win with Lox. You got to be moving.
100%. And I think that's definitely one part of like you know, obviously like when the game came out, a lot of people were really down on Lox, and well, I don't think that's changed too much. I definitely think a lot of the Lox players have really like optimized that character, and one side of that is the movement for sure. The other side is that a lot of Loxodon players are really improving that character's punish game and really taking it to the next level. Like we were seeing Ceramic go for a lot of like the explosion and tusks confirms there, but
Yeah.
I don't think she landed a single one. But even then, even if they whiff, like they led into really like dangerous tech chases, or like you know, like platform combos, all that kind of stuff that really made the character not as bad as I think people thought when the game first came out.
Yeah, and it's tough. I mean, I think, you know, when you give Lox a button like Dare, and you know, Lox is like, I want to play like Zetter. Zetter gets to just dare all day. When do I get to dare all day? And you know, you say, hey Lox, you're gonna have to stop daring in this situation. You've got better options. You've got Explosion 3. You've got, like, you know, combos off of up throw, and it's, you know, it's hard. It's hard to tell a character not to use the big flashy button. But like you're saying, I mean, having just a sick punish game and a good tech chase game, you know, Ceramic had both of those things, and that'll take stocks off Claren for sure. Claren does not want that. Doesn't want that.
Yeah, Claren definitely like not a bad recovery per se, but definitely can be very linear and can be definitely like be exploited off stage and disadvantaged like that. But you know, still a very good set between both of them.
Yo, I'm looking at the bracket, and Ceramic is I'm very interested in Ceramic's upcoming partner. I wonder if that's the game that we'll get on Scream or not. No idea, but it's gonna be fire either way.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I just saw the next match. I'll hold off on it for now because I believe we're gonna be getting Pokepen versus Psy on stream based on what I'm seeing over here in the chat.
Nice.
But ooh, that would be a good one to have on stream for sure. But yeah, very excited to see really any match coming on stream. We're kind of getting that point where every player that's like left in Winterside at least is like really strong. So it doesn't matter who's going to be on stream. It's always just going to be banger after banger.
Oops, all demons. You got no exorcisms are happening.
Ooh,
so
perfect.
Looking at the bracket though, like let's go over some of the matches that we haven't been able to see. We didn't get to see Kib's first game, but they did take 2-0 playing as Fleet. But yeah, Pokemon's coming up. We got Sofilo 2-1 over Mata.
Oh wow.
And Sofilo was, did they take last hop or was it third?
Sofilo did win. Yep.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to seeing Sofilo come back, do it again. Let me see what else is interesting that's been going on. Oh, Durai 2-1 over Aquatic over in Pool 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
there's... You know, I'm not really too familiar with who Aquatic is, but I do know that the Rano Ditto is quite the volatile matchup. Both like you can really exploit that character's recovery even as Rano. So it can really, you know, seeing him take a game, it's like, okay, well,
yeah,
you know, it honestly could have been like an Aquatic win if like just, you know, the cards were played right and things kind of played out. But you know, Durai, Really good
Yeah.
player. It's not surprising to see him take it.
Yeah. I'm remembering now. They had like a pretty explosive set on stream on Genesis, right? Durai did. They took someone out.
Yes.
Who was,
Yes.
I can't quite remember. I just remember being like, I've never seen this Durai person, but they're nuts.
Yeah, Durai, very good in Rivals 1, and now in Rivals 2 as well. Still playing Rano, still doing the same thing he was doing for forever, honestly. But here we go.
Yo, we've got the matching profile icons. Uh-oh. Double Spider Rano profile icons. What's this gonna be like?
Ooh, but yeah, speaking of Rano, here we go.
Here we go. I'm excited to see. Like you were just. Oh well, although they got the Rano on the profile icon, but
yeah,
they're playing it just to mess with me.
Totally different character.
Yeah. So what do you think about this matchup? Because this is a fast one.
Very, very fast one. Now this is a tough one for Maple off stage for sure. Rano, like, you know, so many like lingering hitboxes and ways to just kind of send Maple off stage in ways that she doesn't really want. Like forward air sending so horizontally is not very great.
Is it a button check?
They forgot turning mode. Yeah, I see that.
Oh, okay. I was like, in the harbor already. Anyway.
Yeah. So there's a lot of ways that Rano can send Maple off stage and make it pretty bad and steal stocks very early. But you know, Maple very, very known for that like supreme combo game, able to take stocks super early with like all the like upper ladders, and even edge guarding Rano as well is still pretty good for Maple. And like you know, like we've seen Plupty recently at Genesis, this character is pretty strong and has very good neutral tools, better than I think a lot of people thought at first. Just that F tilt alone is it's criminal. I'm not gonna lie.
It is, and I find that so fascinating. Like I remember, you know, watching Maple, you know, here as we get into the game on Godai. I remember like feeling like Maple's pretty toasted, pretty well cooked, so tasty in Monster Hunter language. I was like, I don't know why people are putting her like low or mid. I'm like, I don't know about this, and Pluff disagrees. But let's see what Pokepen has to say about it as well. Right now, they're saying get in the blast zone. Whoopsies.
I honestly think Pokepen could have like if he got to ledge a little bit earlier, might have been able to like wall jump and then up there to helicopter up. But not the case. Sai gonna be taking that big early advantage.
Ooh, yeah, not going great on this second stock. Already about 70% apiece, 80% on Sai. But I mean, Maple at 70, you're already in kill percent.
Yeah, but I mean, with all of like this, all these dash attacks.
Lots of dash attacks.
Lots of dash attacks. I was gonna say, you know, like with all of Rano's neutral tools, it's pretty easy to just like, you know, put Maple in those bad situations I was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm. This is the thing. Neither of these characters want to play neutral. Like between throwing things at each other and running up and down tilting, it's gonna be one of those kinds of games. The off-stage scramble lets nothing. Both players over 110. Gets the tech chase. Does Sai in that sense. Pokepen onto their last stock already.
Yeah, I mean, hang on.
Yeah, covers the recovery option and finally gets one off of Sai. But it's a 2-1 and you're fighting back. Both at 0 or near 0, but your whole stock down if you're Maple.
Ooh, big use of side B here. Oh, doesn't get the full conversion. But I was gonna say, yeah, like going for those side Bs off tech chase can be really, really risky. But Sai's just really been on it and really using all those like the tools I was talking about earlier. Repeating myself, becoming a broken record, but it's just been the case this whole match.
Yeah, I'm interested. It's interesting that Sai is not holding special. That's 2 times we've seen Poppy. I don't know what we're gonna get out of it yet, but Pokepen going for that means it could mean something. It could mean conditioning, or it could be nothing as they whiff a Shoryuken into the blast zone, and that's game 1 done. Not what Pokepen probably wanted to show off as far as that Maple survivability. Didn't come through this time.
Yeah, that really just was like one of those games you're just gonna have to say, well, unlucky, and then just run it back, just drag in.
Yeah. But do you think there's anything? I mean, like, were you able to get some data off of that, regardless of the SDs? Anything that you saw that maybe Pokepen could capitalize on?
I mean, we saw like dash attack being used like really, really haphazardly, right? Like there were so many times where it's like. It's a great move, don't get me wrong, but you know, you shield it, and Rano's one of the best characters that's like super equipped to punish it. Yeah, multitude of tools. Oh, 100%.
Calls out the side B before it even comes out. Right now, Pokepen showing that game one, don't even pay attention to that one, wasn't relevant. Let's see if they can close out. 80% on Rano. They're fighting back out of the corner. Maple getting some attacks on shield. Back to neutral. Slapping around. Just touching that shield a little bit. Trying to get some F-kills. Get them off stage. Not happening yet. They're whiffing stuff in neutral again. Finally off stage is Rano. Maple's going for something. Let's Sai back on, though. And there goes the punish on the dash attack.
And you can already see Sai's been a little bit more cautious this game compared to the first. Pokemon definitely firing back the second game, and I think Sai's already like, okay, like, let's slow it down a little bit. Like, this Maple character still got lots of tools.
Yeah, right now he's got it, throwing it back, really tossing butt right there. 3 back airs in a row, gets nothing. 100% on both characters, 3 stocks each still. Oh, Rano whips the tongue at the ledge, but still gets back. Maple did not want to go after. I mean, you know, if you whip that tongue, you're in there for a day. But right now, Maple's in the blast zone. There goes the first stock, despite an explosive early round.
And with the same like tech in place, or like the neutral getup from Pokepen to take the stock, same way we saw last game, but an up air. Here we go. Pokepen down the board.
Excellent call. I mean, if you're playing rock wall against Maple and you're going down the gutter, I mean, there's a pretty good chance that the helicopter's gonna clip you. But back to neutral, back to low percents. These two have been scrapping it out pretty wild. Just every connecting move doesn't necessarily seem to make sense, but here we go off stage. Rano's trying to get the edge guard, calls out the tether recovery. I don't know that Maple's making it back, and they don't. That's another stock down. Rano just at 35%, has the advantage again. We're looking at a similar situation. I mean, definitely Sai had to work for it harder, but we're back in the tongue loops. It's looking like game 1 again.
Cool, and while Pokepen drops Sai's combo there, what an offstage interaction, just hanging off stage and waiting for the tether, knowing that eventually Pokepen is going to have to tether to get back. Hang on, big opening here. I'll wait for a sec.
There we go. But we're on top of it this time, Maple. Not going into the blast zone, not SDing. In fact, sending Rano there with a Shoryuken up into space. Rano drops down with a fair to get things started, but Maple's got a lot of percent to make up. 90% on Maple, just 20 on Rano. Goes for an F-strong, whiffs it at the corner. So we're still playing. We're in center stage. Maple's, this is like the 4th stock that they've lost to not taking platform against Rano. My guy just wants to spread his hands and send you to death, and that's what Sai does. GG's to Sai 2-0 over Pokepen.
And wow, I mean, like looking at the bracket a little bit before it started here today, you know, I'm pretty sure most people had Sai doing pretty well in this bracket, but that was quite the showcase. Definitely overperforming. Even with just this one win, we could still be seeing even more progress from Sai in this bracket here, because you know, going up against Boxlax, it's projected to be an even easier opponent than Pokepen. So really anything can happen. Sai can really make a run even off just this one win, build that momentum.
Yeah, that's interesting. We love a bracket upset. We're not even in winners quarters yet. It's that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. That's how you build those narratives. I mean, if Pokepen's got this Maple, if they know they believe in it, then we'll hopefully see them do a loser's run. But for now, yeah, Sai's staring down Locks. If we get that match, it's gonna be a Locks heavy day. And as a Locks main, I'm just fine with that. That's totally cool with me.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but Sai's opponent, Boxlax, is a Forceburn player, not
that doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? What do you mean? Chat, tell me the story. How did it happen? Who hurt Locks? I guess Locks hurt Boxlax. That's what Boxlax. Maybe it's my fault. I'm just swapping vowels, but it just feels like you should be a Locks player, right? Am I crazy? I must be crazy.
I totally understand. I get the confusion.
Well, I suppose we'll just have to see if they end up on stream and see how their game goes.
We will. Oh, hang on. Let me see. Do we have the next set? Ooh, I believe we do, and it's an absolute heater.
Uh-oh, we got a heater? Tell me about it.
I think we have an absolute heater. I'm looking over at our special little Illuminati chat, and I think we're getting Mustard versus Sayworm on stream next. Ooh, this is gonna be good.
Worm? Love it. Sayworm, I do know, is a Locks. So.
Well, then you're getting your wish.
Okay, I was about to say, if you say, well, I've got bad news. Sayworm has changed mains. I was gonna be mad. Not at you, but just sort of at the general cosmos.
Because I know that Mustard is a very, very good Locks main. So I believe we're getting the Locks data that you've always wanted. Life is good.
God.
And life can be good for our competitors here because you can type !match arena in the chat and donate to our crowdfunded prize pool. I believe we're sitting at like, what, 30 something dollars? Let me check.
$30. We can do better than that, folks. Last hop on, we went over 100.
Oh, $20.
We should try to get there, you guys. You got some cash? Did you not eat out at fast food this week yet? Then put some of that into the match arena. You could even win it yourself.
Even if you don't have the money, you can always do a little sponsor quest, throwing a couple dollars there as well, and it's very easy. You know, when I first saw the Match Arena platform, I was like, oh, it's probably takes so long to like sign up. I don't really want to do this. It's like 2 clicks. It's really easy, and then you can link your socials again, just like a single click, and then start contributing to prize pot. And that's something that's it's really unique to this hop on. I'm very excited that we have the Match Arena platform on here. But yeah, we are going to be having Sayworm versus Mustard, the Locks Ditto on stream. Someone's happy.
Hey, me. Maybe not. I don't know about you guys out there, but it's always nice to see Locks out here, like seeing them at that high level, even if maybe the consensus is that they're not quite great. We can at least see great players doing great things, and one way or the other, a Locks is gonna go home a winner here on. Ooh, yeah, the forest. That's a great. This is just a brawler. This is just a boxing arena. People are gonna be dying at 70, at 80. This is gonna be a bloodbath.
70 if we're lucky. This character can definitely take stock super early.
Oh, not quite. They make it back to neutral, but right now, Sayworm back in the driving seat. I'm gonna get myself confused. This is the problem. I'm already messed up. Oh, using the rare special getup to call out the movement there, but doesn't quite get anything off the edge guard. Oh, God, Mustard goes for the read of a lifetime, doesn't get anything out of it. Now they're in disadvantage. He's back on stage. Slaps on the shield, doesn't get anything. Throw to the blast zone, doesn't quite make it. 100% on both, edge guard situation. Mustard gets a back air, but goes across the screen. Gets nothing. Up B from Sayworm. No, again, nothing. We said 70 or 80, but they're both at 127 exactly right now. Goes to the B reverse, gets the knockup, but it's a little too far. Parry on the up special. Man, Sayworm is still out here living. Text the down tilt. Shields, we're back to neutral somehow? They're 150 each. What is this? Up special, no call out. Meatball gets the bear, no hit. Back throw will seal the deal for Sayworm. Takes the first stock.
Oh my god, it almost lost it immediately. Oh, the back throw will do it. I was going to say, up took it even earlier. But yeah, we're just going back and forth here. What a crazy match. And also, like, yeah, you were right. This stage, it's an absolute bloodbath with how often these two are just going to be exchanging blows.
Absolutely. Yo, we get the stomp. Doesn't go for the bear, goes for an up air, wants more damage. Is currently getting it. Mustard trying to go for it. Whips their punish option instead. Oh no, Sayworm. Say oh no, more like, oh, punish for this side special yet again. Mustard says, I see that you're kind of that, Locks, huh? You trying to grab folks? Not gonna work here. Both people make it back to the ledge. Right now, Sayworm playing from the corner. Looks like Mustard's getting tossed in the air. Bears from Sayworm. Calls him out with the meatball. Could be a way to fight back here. With the explosion on the ledge option, back there across the stage. Playing golf. Meatball to the face. Back to neutral. Mustard wants more, 100%. What's he gonna do? We're not sure. What's she gonna do? Excuse me. Gets the up special. Both people back in the stage. Parries the meatball. Doesn't really get anything off of it. Oh, Sayworm gets a sick meatball, but overcorrects. I probably wanted a roll-in. Gets nothing. 90%. Explosion. Dare to the blast zone. Mustard says, say what?
Wow. Can I just say, put that entire last game on your future commentary reel. Like, that was fast. You were like, I don't know, I would just be lost. Like, how are you going this quick? You're still keeping up with this game. My mind is like, my eyes, are like glazed over. Like, whoa, they're moving. It's like, Dragon Ball, right? You can't. The normal eye can't see how fast they're going.
Trust me, if you asked me what just happened, I couldn't tell you. I was just talking. Also, thank you for that. You're very kind. I appreciate it. Game 2, though. What did your eyes see, though? What could Sayworm do to bring this back?
Not SD. But in more serious topics, definitely saw that Mustard was getting those like early kill confirms, especially with that down on that last stock. But it's just gonna be all about avoiding those really early like kind of kill situations or using the defensive mechanics, just like Sailor's weak attack right there.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like Mustard is a layer above at the moment. Definitely calling out the next thing that Saywyrm's gonna do. But Saywyrm's still got solid fundies, so they're not losing these neutral interactions too often. So we'll see how they can come back. 120% on the ledge right now. We got him on stage. It goes back with the up special that everyone's been neutral. Gets a parry, does Mustard, doesn't do anything with it. We're just kind of posturing at each other, except the up strong will send Saywyrm into the blast zone first.
Yeah, Saywyrm's been finding those hits and getting the damage on, but it's really just been Mustard really taking advantage of all like the really critical points in this game, and really being able to capitalize a lot stronger and take the stocks like just with that parry there into the up strong.
No, I think that's a great observation.
Oh no!
That was free. That was free. That wasn't even a call out. That was just a normal recovery. Saywyrm SDing it. Oh no!
Oh, the double dunk! Are you kidding me, Mustard?
Oh! Mustard said, I am gonna cut this, Mustard. That is a JV3. Brutal! Not how you wanted the Locks arena to go down, but that's how it goes. Excellent. I mean, look, like I said, you can't just tell Locks not to dare.
I feel like there's like a mutual agreement between all Locks players. Like, all right, we're in the arena, we're just scrapping, we're going toe to toe, just throwing everything on the line. I feel like that's what I see in every single like Locks ditto I've ever seen. And it's funny because when it's not a Locks ditto, the other Locks like, okay, I can sit back, I can play patient. Oh, it's another elephant, I'm going in. Doesn't matter.
Different game. I mean, all of us Loxes are consternated at like, well, I guess I have to sit here and take space and play keep away because if I play into you, all of my options are unsafe. But two Loxes, Spider-Man meme, the axes are just swinging. It's like Devil May Cry, man. Everyone's getting cut up, and like we saw from Mustard, it seems, at least from what I've seen, it seems to be about who can play further ahead, who can call out the next thing and the next thing, and make sure that those tech chases, and especially, I mean, it didn't come up this time much, but the platform situations, I guess they both went for, both stages were one platform stages, right? Yep. So they just wanted to hit each other.
Yeah, and again, like it's so hard to be like not blown away by like the absolute explosiveness of that match and like just the extremely fast pace of that match. But there's going to be even more extremely fast-paced matches coming up in just a few weeks here at Battle of BC7, the upcoming big, huge tournament for every game under the sun, every fighting game under the sun, I should say, at Vancouver. We're going to be having it at the Vancouver Government Center, March 28th to March 30th. And you better get regged fast because the registration is going up $10, $109 to $119. And we also got top Claren main in the whole wide world, Ron Gunshoe, in our compendium. We're currently at $121 to help him come out, but I believe that is not our goal. So everybody, if you want to go to that compendium, buy some merch and help out our compendium, we can get one of the best players in the world and arguably one of the best Clarens, not even arguably, definitely one of the best Clarens, Ron Gunshoe out to Battle of BC7. March 28th to March 30th. Hope to see you all there. I will be there, and it's going to be a great time. And now, right before, we're going to be coming back with some winners quarters matches, I believe. But right now, we're going to be taking a break. So hold on tight. We're going to be back in just a few minutes, and we will be back for more Hop on Rivals number 8. See you soon.
See you guys.
Welcome back, everybody, to Hop On Rivals number 8. We're going to do our top 16 here, and it's stacked from top to bottom. And I believe we're going to be getting some of our winners quarters matches first. So I'm very excited to see. As we were talking in the break, every set is just a heater.
Yes. Yeah, all fights, all blood, pulling up. Getting into top 16, we're seeing some of our top talent here. While we're still setting up the match, Bro, did you want to talk about? I saw that there were some PR postings from various regions that are featured here in Hop On. Do you want to talk about those?
Ooh, definitely can. So before bracket today, we did have a couple power rankings drop, and I'm very excited to see this because Rivals 1 definitely was a little bit smaller in community, so you definitely didn't really see a whole lot of these like regional power rankings. But Rivals 2 has really uplifted the community and brought in a lot of new faces and people from all over the kind of platform fighter community. So we've seen Oregon and what they called the Superior California, which I've learned is like the northernmost part of Northern California, so like Sacramento and area.
Yeah, the top.
And we're having a lot of people here from those power rankings show up. So we do have Sofilo is definitely our first seed in the bracket today, and she just got ranked third in the rankings. But that's not behind any like nobodies. It's like number 1 is Ion and number 2 is Elkies. So those are some top talents regardless.
Yeah.
And going down the list more, we did have some more people in the bracket today from these rankings. I mean, if we're going to look back at the superior rankings, Wetzel's from there. And I don't know if anybody from Oregon actually showed up today. So, guys,
I think
step it up.
Yeah. Where are you guys? There's money on the line. Why show up, beat everybody else. But right now we got Dolphin Break and aforementioned third ranked in Superior California, Sofilo, on the screen, getting into the match. Zeta versus Orkane. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, so very interesting. I don't think I mentioned this when we were just talking before the match, but Dolphin Break, I did say that he was definitely improving a lot recently, especially recently switching it to the box and going back to Orkane because when the game came out he was first playing Fleet. But this Saturday he took his first set off me that he's ever taken since the game came out, and that's a pretty good testament to how much he's been really improving lately, and his movement's been so much better. He's playing a lot more defensively and covering a lot more options when he goes to offense. Really just an overall improvement from him in the past few weeks.
Alright, well, we're seeing those improvements play out right now. Both characters almost in the triple digits, actually are in triple digits, playing some extremely fast neutral. Sofilo taking Dolphin Break to the edges, playing the edge guard game. Dolphin Break manages to up special to safety, lands, gets away with it for free. The grab out of the air sends him to a knockdown situation, but isn't fast enough to get an actual punish. Going for the underground option, Sofilo gets away, calls it out with a fair, and Dolphin Break loses their first stock.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying about Dolphin Break earlier, definitely lost the first stock there, but we're already seeing so much great movement. Hang on, Sophila's saying, I got that too. Hang on, I got some good movement myself.
I mean, this is the Zetter Classic. It's been almost a minute and 30 seconds, and that means that the engine is warmed up, and Sofilo is trying to close things out. 154% gets chomped from center stage and loses a stock along with a mass of flesh. Let's see if now that they've got it back, if they can keep things going. Right now they got Dolphin Brick off stage, fighting back from underground with a bit of that little water surge action. They're going toe to toe. Nothing too much in the punish game right now though. Just a little bit of scrapping.
We saw Dolphin Break miss that grab there. If that was the case, I was gonna say if that was
up strong at 110, that'll take you to the blast zone on Jules Vale, easy.
Could have very well easily been Dolphin Break stock with that combo. Unfortunate drop, but Sofilo always really capitalizing that kind of stuff, and it's just so ready to clean up those stocks really fast. One of the best aspects of the gameplay.
Love that. Baby dash to threaten the tech chase option. Gets it anyway after the roll. Dolphin Brick throwing bears, making Banjo-Kazooie noises all day, trying to get off this stage. Uses the bear to cover the F-Strong from Zetter, gets the call out, reverses the situation. So Philo down below, doesn't want to be there, goes for a mix-up timing on the recovery and makes it back. It's a platform situation, up strong to the corner, but DI saves Dolphin Brick's life, lands with the detail, keeps him out. We're back into neutral, goes for a grab, does Zetter, throws him off stage, back to neutral again. It's hard to keep Arcane tamped down, but these four of those will do it, and up strong to the blast zone seals the deal for Safilo 2-0 in game 1.
And really, the story of that whole game was just like the offstage game. Like where Sofilo had such a good, like, I don't want to say like flow chart, but great option coverage, like trying to cover as much of Orcane's different recovery options that he has. Dolphin Break wasn't super ready for all of like Sofilo's edge guard options and didn't really have like a strong game plan for a lot of that stuff, and ended up giving like a lot of free recoveries, and that kind of like not even kind of definitely was like the big difference maker in letting Sofilo live a very long time in those stocks.
Yeah, that's tough against Zetter. You know, that's where you're getting your free meals, you know, and if you're not eating those, that means you're paying for it at the restaurant. You don't want to do that. Speaking of, almost loses it at an early percent, but manages to Orca hop back to safety. Well, I say safety, they're 62%, 64% off stage, only been 15 seconds, not what you want. Sofilo scrapping here on Merchant Port. How do you think that this could change things for Dolphin Brick's game plan as we see him come back?
Now I know that Dolphin Brick really likes the stage. Oh, hang on. Doesn't like eating a forward strong, but definitely really likes the stage, and it's very easy to see why. Like the up air chains in these platforms are really helpful for Orcane, and just like the stage layout, it's a very big stage. You have a lot of room to cover. It really suits Dolphin Brick because he just really loves to, like, you know, go for that ground movement.
Yeah, we did talk about this when we saw this earlier on stream. Zetter, no dislike of Merchant Port, and that could be a reason why. Gets the platform tech change up strong, extinguishing not only the fire but also Dolphin Brick's second stock. They're down to their last one. The potential winner's side life gets a chomp from center stage. We've got Zetter burn off stage. Pity flips back on. Here in neutral, fighting back again. I really feel like Dolphin Brick slowed down, but that back air is going to help send Zetter to the side. Tries to call it an option on the pity flip, doesn't get much out of it. Down B from the ledge will get Sofilo back to the stage. We're just juggling an Orca right now. It's not going great. Misses the shine. Fair from Dolphin Brick gets him back to center stage. Both at 100%. Triple digits for both players. For F-Strong from center stage, but no puddle means no kill. Nair to cover the recovery, and that will take Sofilo's first stop.
Yeah, I mean, and okay, I didn't even get the chance to talk.
We got a slip and fall death. Call life alert. There goes Dolphin Brick. JV3 for Sofilo. I mean, like you said, it's so if you miss anything, Sofilo was right there. Just your closet demon walks out and says, "I knew that this was the outfit you would pick today," and just destroys you for it.
Yeah, I mean,
no
that's
drip game.
That's one part, just like great option coverage that Sofilo has, and great like knowledge and use of Zetterburns buttons. But like Sofilo's like reaction speed is so good, and just able to like get so many tech chases in this set and otherwise. And that's just again one thing that just makes her really strong and a reigning champion of Hop On.
Yeah, I mean, with performances like that, she could easily do it again here at Hop On 8. I'm looking forward to seeing how that's all going to go down when we get to top 8 later in the day. But, I mean, it was, look, I always love seeing Arcane, but and that matchup is a matchup where you trip and you could be falling a long way. And yeah, Orcane just wasn't quite there, wasn't quite able to exacerbate Zetterburn's weaknesses with that criminally powerful Nair. We weren't seeing a ton of it, a little bit, but wasn't quite there.
100%. But you know, like I said at the start of the set, you know, Dolphin Brick's somebody that's been improving really fast in this game, and seems to be like really like honing in on his particular skill set now more than ever, especially in like the last few weeks in these local tournaments. So it'll be very interesting to see where he ends up in another few weeks, as you know, he just keeps progressing, keeps climbing up the local rankings here. But we're gonna be having that same story of like the really progressing underdog and the favorite to win here. We're gonna be going. Oh, never mind. Actually, no, that's right. I'm right. Bullets versus Mustard. Bullets now switching Edelus. He's been doing better locally. I looked at the wrong match, but I'm right. I'm right still. And Mustard, definitely been going hard with the locks on. Even we saw earlier today. We've been seeing.
Much so. That Mustard was spicy. That's
true.
Brown. That was true. Dijon tier performance. What level of pantry quality are we gonna get from Mustard in this match? I'm very curious to say.
I am curious as well. And this is obviously not a very super common matchup as you see on the hop-ons. It feels like Edelus, or not Edelus. I mean, Bullets and Edelus kind of one and the same, so it makes sense. But Bullets doesn't really enter these super often, and when he does, seems to avoid a lot of the Loxodon players from what I've seen. So I'm very curious to see this, and this is a matchup that we see a lot here locally. But Bullets being so good at BC doesn't really have a Loxodon player to really compare himself to. So it'll be very interesting to see again, comparing yourself with such top talent such as Mustard.
It would be dope. It does look like we're not gonna get to see it though.
Oh, never mind.
We're getting the message.
We're going to lose it.
Cupid versus Pokeped.
Oh, okay.
Which is also gonna be a dope fight. But you guys will have to imagine Bullets Mustard. It sounds like it'd be great. But I'm looking forward to this as well. Pokeped. That's what we said. If they can do a redemption Maple run, will it happen? Like, will we get to see them later on stream? Could be. Ooh. And we just saw a fire, Dolphin Brick took out Cupid, who is a Zetter. Then they got taken up by Sophilo. So can another Zetter claw their way back into top 16? Can they do it from losers? Very exciting to see.
I was saying about Dolphin Brick earlier. Sorry to gas up our local players just one more time.
Okay, go for
it. Dolphin Brick actually took it over Cupid in the winter set, and it's an upset for sure. But Cupid, no stranger to these hop-ons, consistently placing in that kind of like 7th, 9th-ish range. Yeah, mm-hmm. So like just around that top 8. So just to like put that in perspective, like the talent here that this weekly has been really, really good, and so many of our like players have been really improving, getting better. It's no hate on Cupid. That's the GOAT. Like showing up, you got to be showing up to all these hop-ons. You're already the best person in my heart for that. But it's just so hard to get out of pools in these brackets.
It's tough, and we're gonna see how it plays out. But it looks like Pokepen switched over to the Edelus. Who knows how long that losers run has been going, but the bear is loose, and they are about to jump all over this line. Let's see how the fight goes.
Yeah, as I was saying before the tournament started to you, Pokemon really played a lot of of ranked and just like played a whole bunch when the game came out. But I didn't really see him play too much after the first few patches. So this Edelus is entirely new to me.
Well, let's see how it goes. I mean, I feel like because Edelus, was sort of lower in the character power rankings, I think in most people's opinion, it's been really exciting to see a sick Edelus. Speaking of, goes deep into the blast zone and takes Cupid's first stock. I'm curious. We do have some Edelus players over in Washington. River comes to mind. So I'm really curious to see, does Cupid have that training right now? Going for some rinse and repeat off stage, gets the coverage, goes for the extinguish up strong, but Pokemon with that DI, living at 110 off from the extinguish up strong in the corner on Forest. I mean, you gotta have them sticks on point to be surviving that.
That had to be super on point DI. You don't want to DI in, you don't want to die off the top, you don't want to DI out and die off the sides. You have to be at that just perfect sweet spot angle to live. But right now it's still looking like Cupid's advantage state.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
There you go. Gets socked into the blast zone from cross stage. Says, it's cool, man. I got this invulnerability. Let me get them fares. Your body is huge, and my sweet spot only keeps getting bigger for some reason. So right now we're scrapping. Edelus is still up a stock over Cupid though. So they've got quite a Arctic mountain to climb, and not the conditions you want to do it in.
Yeah, I mean, that first stock that Pokepen took was really the pace setter for this entire game. really able to steal it. But hey, man, like Edelus can really do that super fast against Zetterburn, who has to stall in the air a little bit. Can really telegraph those recoveries, and Edelus has so many tools to try and get those edge guards. Whoa, but a forward air like that, got something every character would wish for.
Like I was saying, that hitbox is huge. These fares are sweet, and right now, Pokepen's revenge might be as well. 80% gets tossed down with an up air. Goes for the big call on the up special. Sends him to the blast zone with the spiked ice death stalactite.
This battle is
That was
over.
stalactite. You know what I'm saying, Bird?
I got you, 100%.
You know what I'm saying,
I understood every word.
Thank you.
But, but yeah, like I was saying, like those offstage situations are really detrimental for Zetterburn. You know, a lot of recoveries. You know, he can actually like be grateful that he goes so far, but doesn't matter against this big old bear. Oh no.
Ooh. Well, I was about to say it's the run it back. Will it happen the same as it did before? But Pokepen dumped straight into the blast zone due to, I imagine, some controller misfortune there.
Yeah, I can only imagine with SDs like that, you know? I mean, they just have quite the short bottom blast zone. Oh no.
Oh, go for it again.
Rinse and repeat.
Remember this? It just happened. It happened again. 30% on Edelus gets the early stock. So Pokepen evened it up.
Yeah, big special get up as well. No, I was gonna say coast to coast, but look at that, right? It did that. Died to turn.
Interesting, Cupid doesn't seem to want to go after Edelus on the ice platform, but definitely making, I think, like these neutral wins are going in Cupid's favor a little bit more this time. As I say that, bounced out to the outer blast zone, comes back from below as Pokepen misses the timing on the dare, goes for an up air to say, hey, come get me, I swear, I won't throw you onto the ground or anything. Goes for a tech chase, doesn't get anything, both players scrambling a bit, 120% on Edelus, that's not where you want to be, gets shined off the stage, but coming back with that up special, uses the icicles to cover the recovery, makes it back, gets the F throw off stage, icicles to Zetter comes back anyway off the pity flip, both in pretty scary spots. Fair from cross stage doesn't get the kill. Edelus goes for the max jump here. No edge guard from Cupid, keeps letting Pokepen back on. Maybe that could be a good strategy, could be the worst. Goes for the edge guard, gets hit by icicles up special straight to the leg, survives, calls out the recovery medalist, gets a sweet spot F throw strong to the blast zone, and takes lead once again in this game.
And right as we say that, yeah, Hanson with the giant fist, back air forward, the staple Edelus confirmed. But we saw both players there once again just kind of playing a little bit more conservative, just hanging back and not really willing to risk losing their stock to like lose the lead. Honestly, both of them just kind of had the stocks handed to them to try and take it. Oh no.
My guy said these blazers aren't melting, it's your stock, but he didn't get it. Didn't get what he wanted. Doesn't really matter. We're not the situation. Oh, up air, icicle, up air, another Edelus class to see a mix. Set to the blast zone. That's 2-0 set win for Pokepen.
And Pokepen SD to 0 right at the start of that second game. So to come back right from that, it's a statement.
Yeah, yo, these the Edelus may be weak to greenhouse gases, but Zetter, he put that fire straight out. I'm 100%. Impressed. Like we said, the losers run. Can they do it? They appear to be doing it.
Oh, it's definitely possible. Now, I did say, you know, Pokepen does kind of just play everyone in this game, so we could be seeing, honestly, the whole roster throughout the course of this bracket. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest, but Pokepen is going to be moving on into our top 16 from loser side. But, you know, for some people, you get to keep playing hot, get to keep building that momentum. Some people just thrive from losers.
Yeah, it's awesome, and you love a character switch that works out, especially switching to, you know, community consensus, the bottom of the tier list. Looks like they don't mean anything or something. I mean, we were seeing that really fast movement coming out from Edelus. You love to see it, and look, we didn't get to see it in Bullets, so we get to see it in Pokepen. It works out. Everybody gets a lovely scene. But that is it for us, isn't it, Bird?
That it is. It's been wonderful having you. I've had a great time commentating here today. It's always great to be here, but it's always great to see some new faces. And you know, we were synergizing together. We were the protons and neutrons. Those are the ones that stick together, I think.
Yeah. I love science.
We're all bunched together here, and we're all a family.
Yes.
up here in the Pacific Northwest for Rivals of Aether. But yes, that is it for us. I've been Bird. That's been my other way. That's been my awesome co-commentator Todd. Look, it's
Yes.
weird. Sorry, but we'll be switching
you.
off to some new commentators here. Thanks for watching. More action on the way. Gonna be having our winner side top 8. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna
See
be
ya then.
fire. Peace.
Hey, yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hop on 8. We are in the top 8 now. We're in the final stretch. We got some amazing Rivals 2 action for you. I am Notch today, joined by King K. What's going on?
What's up, man? How you doing today?
Chilling. I cannot complain. I'm excited for some Rivals. What you been peeping?
You know, I saw the last match that we just streamed. Edalus making top 16. You know, I think that character's trash, but you know, we're making it work. That's sick. I love that. We got Soulfless popping up there, trying to redeem that first place once again. Love to see it.
Yep. I'm super excited. As you know, everyone has their opinions when characters come out. When the game came out, you know, we had, you know, this character's trash, this whatever, blah blah blah. As time goes on and those characters develop, I always love seeing them pop off. At the expense of my boy Cupid, unfortunately, had to see him fall, but you know, it is what it is. You got to crack a few eggs and make an omelet, Cade.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A little bit of technical difficulties here. We will be picking it up before we get into this next set. No worries, no worries.
Hello? Hello, hello, hello.
There we go. Looks like we have Kincaid back, as you were saying.
My bad. That Alaska Wi-Fi goes crazy. We got, what was that? It's just you meet Smash players, right? They're like, oh, the worst in the game's Ganondorf, someone who physically cannot do it. And then you meet Rivals players, and they're like, oh, the worst in the game is like Shovel Knight or Crag. And it's like, oh, they're still winning majors. And you love to see that this team that designs Rivals knows how to balance characters so well that you can see characters like Edalus or like Fleet and stuff like that who are on the lower end kind of succeed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I remember when the game came out what y'all were saying about Forsburn. Don't think I forgot. We're keeping you accountable.
Dude,
I saw the tweets coming out. You ain't getting anything past me.
Oh my gosh. I was fighting for it, man. I was like, he's just a little bit difficult. Just play for a little bit. They were like, oh, his recovery. And then it was like, oh, you can't up B correctly? Like, let's get it together.
Yeah, that's just the nature of patch culture and how it is, but I would agree. The Aether Studios team is phenomenal balancing philosophies. I can't get enough of it.
Yeah, they're always on top of it. It's so nice.
So as we are prepping this next set, let's take a little look at how bracket is going so far. Sofilo, I'm gonna butcher these tags. I'm so sorry, everybody. Sofilo, 3-0'd Kib, and is now sitting in the winners finals. We are gonna see Mustard and Ceramic as the other side of winner semis. Loser still guaranteed fifth. The winner is gonna go on to winners finals to meet Sofilo. And then in the lower bracket, still catching up a little bit to get into this top 8 right now as people are duking it out, and it is indeed do or die time between all of them.
Yeah, and I mean, and from my understanding, from what I could tell thanks to Smashers app, which also covers Rivals of Aether content now, Ceramic and Mustard are both Loxodont players.
Oh no.
So we might get double locks.
No, my therapist said the Loxodont couldn't hurt me. And here we are.
There are 2 ceramics, and I believe one of them or Mustard, sorry. There's 2 Mustards. One is a Lox player, and the other I think is a Raster player.
Oh,
so,
brother.
Either way, this is going to be a little interesting.
It's demon time one way or the other. I'm also self-report a little bit, not too familiar with the PNW rival scene just yet. I know a couple of the names. We're getting out there, but I'm on the Red Eye Rivals stream at 10:30 p.m. here in Central Standard Time, but it does look like a Loxodont. King K, you better strap in because we got a lot of elephant action here.
We're about to see a lot of F tilts. This is about to get interesting.
I'm excited to see what cheese they can bring into each other in this Ditto. That Loxodont is not an honest man.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we're about to go to Godai, and this is a very neutral stage, and just right away we're going to see some of these meatballs getting thrown out, and just F-tilt, like, combos going insane off the bat already. We're trying to get these up throw conversions, And that's something that's going to be interesting is how big these up tilts are. They're just going to catch, and it's just going to start whatever combo that Loxodons want to start, like, right away.
Yeah, having such low gravity is going to get out of some of these vertical combos sooner because they're going to go up a little bit slower. But, man, we ain't pulling any punches. We're trying to B-reverse empty meatball each other right here.
Yeah.
We got a big edge guard started, corner pressure, but the meatball's swinging away. Oh, my gosh, Mustard is swinging, but gonna pay for it.
Get back there.
Maybe overextend a little bit.
Ledge guard might be complete here. Oh no, just barely going to get it back here. Must have messed up the roll there.
I really do like the idea of reverse hit fairing to use an edge guard, but gonna catch a big kill conversion, and 98 is not a lot of percent when you're a Loxodon. I'll just say that much.
The issue is, can you survive getting hit off stage? Because your recovery already is lackluster, and now you're fighting a character who understands how your recovery works and is going to be able to take advantage of it so much easier than most.
Ooh, I like the down tilt to send the meatball down, but he almost paid for it.
Yeah.
Flying a little bit too close to the sun. Great rock, and another huge up smash to send Ceramic up to a 3-1 lead right now. She's doing fantastic.
There we go. A back air going to take it. Ceramic still having 2 stocks left. Kind of cooking on a ledge here. There we go. Oh my god.
Big roll to get through the up B. That is one of the tricky things about edge guarding locks, is if they land on stage with it, it's really hard to get out or dodge the hitbox.
Yeah, I mean that hitbox. Oh my gosh, where are we going? Trying to alley-oop him. Up smash?
Oh no.
A shield break! That is
up.
What? No! Oh my gosh, but Fair gonna send him off stage. Now we have the recovery issue, right? Okay, an up smash, but no sauce on it.
Dude, real talk. All right, holding center stage. Mustard just trying to force Ceramic into the corner. But Ceramic, she's fighting back right now. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Smash missing. Okay. F tilt, up tilt.
The special, the classic.
Oh my gosh. We just keep batting each other, man, but something has to steal the stock here eventually.
And with every trade that happens, Mustard is just getting further and further away from a victory. She's at 136 right now. This is dangerous territory. She has got to make something crazy happen right now.
Hey, man, but you got all that lava on you. Might pack a punch here in a second. You gotta be careful if you're Ceramic.
All right, Ceramic has pushed her into the corner, but she gets back safely and pressures on the platform. Oh,
Fair.
Mustard sees
red.
red.
Saucing. Oh, my gosh, the parry. Nothing.
It was a good parry, just didn't quite hit the mark with the downer. What's the option?
Okay.
Special get up, gonna get through. Great hit ball. Ceramic doesn't have a double jump. She stole.
No way.
What in the robbery?
Oh my gosh, let's go. Okay, Mustard. That was clean. Love this game. That was very impressive.
She saw her opening and she stepped on the gas and she did not let up for the entire rest of the game. That is absolutely insane.
What's even crazier, so for people that don't know, there is no rage in this game. So that F smash just straight up killed.
Yeah.
Nothing about it.
There's only rage in our hearts, and man, she came out fighting for that last stock. That was incredibly impressive. But going back to Ho Dojo.
Oh my gosh. That's what I'm talking about, though. The edge guards are so potent in this matchup. You've got to be on top of your recovery at all times.
And man, Ceramic failed to seal out the 2-1 stock lead. And now she's down a full stock at the beginning of this game.
We might be able to make it up here. Nope. A down B going to let him get back straight to stage. Up till going to set up a juggle situation, possibly.
Big up airs out of her. Great job to make it back. Swing the meatball out of the way, but not going to get it. Ooh, no reverse bear. Opted for forward air and said, yeah, a little bit weird.
Yeah, cutting it very close. And I mean, ooh, okay. Better making it back to stage here. Forward smash, not going to take it. That was an insane spot dodge.
Yeah, if I spot dodge to that Magma, I die 10 out of 10 times. All I'm saying.
Same, man. Okay, Fair going to send him off stage. How do you capitalize off of this? And, all right, well, maybe. All right, we got the F smash. We're back in this. It's only a 1 stock difference and rivals that can be made up in a flash. But you got to get back on stage for it to be made up here. Back air, back air. Going to send off stage here. Recovery, cutting it close, but still 63%. That's pretty rough to have already.
Yeah. Can Mustard make it back successfully here? Ceramic, not quite on the mark.
You're just playing with death on the stage here.
Oh my gosh, what is happening?
They're messing around on that edge. Somebody get back to the center stage here.
Ooh, great special get up to you. Spend the magma to get Ceramic off of her.
They're gonna send off stage. They're gonna pop him up. Parry! Up smash, that will take it.
Man, in a set that was looking poised to be Ceramic's in game 1, ripped from her hands immediately. Oh, wait, no. This is best of 5.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me. But a 2-0 lead for Mustard is absolutely insane with the way game 1 was looking.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
This is getting a little sketchy. The bans, I like to say, are interesting, right? Because I feel like we're less banning stages that they think the other player is best on, and more banning their worst stage by the looks of it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be forced to recover on these stages, and that's interesting, but also really good when you think about the fact that Mustard has been capitalizing off of the recovery so much.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Rivals is very interesting in the sense that a lot of stage bans sometimes do come down to player-to-player differences, especially in a Ditto, obviously. But there's a lot of times where, you'll ban it against this Lox, but this Lox plays different, so you got to think about that. Very interesting. And right now, Ceramic is off to an incredible start. Looking to see shades of the beginning of game 1 here.
Yeah, I mean, just a flip of the script right there. And Mustard's trying to muster up some sort of comeback here on the stock, but it's looking like Ceramic just keeps getting back to ledge here. Gotta watch out for that Storm Smash! That will take it for sure.
Just the sheer amount of frames that F Smash can last can wait out any type of invincibility. You got it.
It gets so scary.
Extremely. Evading the meatball, making it back on the stage safely, but not avoiding this advantage state coming out of Ceramic right here. She's cooking. Oh! And Mustard's got hands. Hold up.
Okay, a little bit of patience there on the ledge. That was definitely good. Both players able to make some sort of sauce here. Ooh, if that hit, that was it. Oh my gosh.
Man, that's the type of combo where punishes that have you stank facing and just completely whiffs on the ledge.
Yeah, that was just good. That was good awareness. That was good recognition of knowing when Ceramic likes to kind of swing.
Yeah.
It is just an unfortunate thing to get caught swinging on.
Ooh, doesn't quite hit the grab. The elephant's hands are just a little too small and cost Mustard her second stock. We are down to a 1-stock game. Ceramic needs to make something happen if she hopes to continue this set any longer.
And I mean, it's on Ceramic right now. She has to be feeling all the pressure currently. And hopefully we can see some of that pressure flourish in her combo game right now, but it doesn't look great.
No double jump.
Up B has to be done here, but a parry will be happening. Down tilt, fair, up smash. 100% going to take it 3-0 in Mustard's favor. That is a Loxodont in top 3 of Hop on Rivals.
And again, that was, game 1 alone from the beginning. You were like, man, Ceramic's kind of cooking. She's kind of working this set right now. And then an unfortunate stream of events into game 2, and game 3 just was not able to clutch it out. But man, the set count does not tell the full story there. Those are some close games.
That was insanely close. It felt like anytime Ceramic had like some sort of grasp on what they were doing on the stage, Mustard would just throw out the parry and just immediately put whatever momentum they had to an end and just punish. And it was relentless.
Yeah, to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
Yeah, those parries were doing really good. The parries on the edge guards and the ledge traps were also really pivotal. I think both players were getting that pretty well, but it did a lot of work for Mustard there. And that's a big 3-0. So Mustard is going to go meet Sofilo, which I saw was playing Zetterburn. So Zetterburn Lox is a polarizing matchup.
Yeah,
polarizing matchup.
That's going to be rough.
If you have your punish game on point, it can be decent for Lox, but man, Zetterburn just gets to move, and that frame data can sometimes be a little overwhelming.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're just gonna have to deal with so much combos that it could get rough. The one thing that I feel like Loxodon might have a little bit of a like blessing is I feel like Zetaburn shouldn't be going off stage too much, right? That's so easy to get reversaled. And that being said, that fair is atrocious. So I run off fair might be insane for Zetaburn in that matchup, but being on stage ain't going to be any better for Lox.
Yeah. You got to make sure you're playing the space game using those disjoints to your advantage, and then every time you touch that, he has to pay.
A little bit of an update. It looks like PokePen got 9th, which was the Edilus. So a little sad to see. I was really hoping to cast an Edilus set, but be okay. We got
we have Durai and Mata is catching up right now. We have Sai and Maya. We have Dolphin Brick and Cantrip, which I did not realize Dolphin Brick was from this region, and that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Back when I was spectating Rivals, when Dolphin Brick was cooking back then, and so very glad to see they're still competing.
Yeah, and it's looking interesting too. We got Bullets made top 8 already. Congrats to Bullets. But
who's also another Edilus.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. Let's go. We got Dolphin Brick, who also plays Orcane, so we could be looking at an Orcane possibly making top 8. We got Maya, who made top 8 last week and is also going against Sai, which we could see. It's another Orcane. That's Orcane versus something. Arcane versus Rano. Could be very interesting.
Good character diversity is pretty good.
But yeah, we're heading into our next set, which is looking to be Sai versus Maya. I believe that's what's on bet.
Yeah, to what the runners are trying to run. Yeah, a little more involved than we are, obviously. And, it does look like it's been started.
I ain't got no say in what they put on the screen, but I'm happy to cast it no matter what. I love this game to the bottom of my heart.
Absolutely. It's actually was unfamiliar with this tournament series until I just actually came across it on Twitch. So I'm glad we got good Rivals to view even on Monday night.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like I found about it through the first one because I forget what I was doing. I was just looking at random Discords and I found about the first one and I was like, all the Alaska players, I was like, guys, we finally got a tournament. We might be able to play in, because otherwise, if we play in, I'm all of a sudden playing somebody who's in like Texas, and and it's like they won't accept Seattle servers. So I'm just like, well, all right, I guess I'm playing with like 3 frames of rollback or something crazy. But luckily, we got this one, and it does look like we will be hopping into Sai versus Maya, Rano versus Orcane, which is, speaking from an experience, kind of a hard matchup for Orcane.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, you're dealing with a lot of stuff where you're not able to set up, and he has a lot more disjoints than it seems. That bear is quite rough for Orcane to deal with, but well, not much you can deal with when you're getting up aired by Orcane.
Yeah, not quite. Orcane also a character that has not been like super represented. I remember that patch came in with some of the nerfs, and people weren't happy. But man, a character I do love to watch.
Yeah, I mean, and it was so interesting because a lot of people just felt like they were unable to play the game when they were unable to zone of Orcane. But then we had players like Pluck and Marlin just kind of show you guys, like, it's possible and it's doable. Just like that fair out of the bubble being absolutely doable for Psy right there.
Absolutely, and a big lead right now. And that's when Rano's on a platform, the shield drop aerials cover so much like distance, so much airspace that it can be really hard to pressure. And so I like the way that Maya is trying to play around it here.
Yeah, I mean we're seeing a lot of wave dashes in, trying to close the space against Rano. Up smash, 100% gonna take it there.
Absolutely, and also keep in mind this is a best of 3. This is a qualifier for top 8. So the loser is gonna go home at 9th, and you have less space to work with. So each stock just holds a little bit more weight.
Yes, 100%. I mean, and it's gonna get tense. I feel like this is looking a little close. See an offstage situation there. No down up B from Rano there. Definitely gonna seal the stock there.
And Psy being the one to take the first stock here, Maya really has just adapted and locked in for these next taking the first stock and then that entire second stock. If she can hold on to this one, it's going to be looking bad for Psy.
Yeah, I mean you just gotta play this a little bit, not slower per se, right, but a little bit more patience. I feel from Psy, right? I feel like you're running in, getting a little nared every now and then getting kind of randomly caught by a smash attack. And I mean, it's just so scary when you're fighting Orcane because this combo game is so oppressive at times. When you hit that nair, it's like, all right, you're taking 30%, whether you like it or not.
Oh man! And this pressure from Maya is unbelievable.
The up B knocking him into the bubble there. Barely gonna save him from a down smash and I believe that was down throw fair, just straight up gonna take it.
Down throw fair, a tried and true combo there for Rano. And the DI in, not gonna look great. Oh, and now Psy is looking to mount some offense right now.
Yeah, I mean this is such a scary percent for Psy right now because you got so many smash attacks that'll just randomly hit you here. You got that back air which is randomly going to tip her, and you got that up air which is randomly going to tip her and take game 1.
Yeah, and up tilt is a very, very safe move from Orcane. So hits the first one, whiffs the second one, catches Psy landing with a third one even, and then confirms into the up air to take a big game 1. Great Orcane play there. I really think the puddle, or like shooting out the puddle projectile first, was stopping Psy in a lot of movement there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so great at like putting up that wall. The one issue with it is you got to be careful, right? You get too predictable with that, and they're just going to run up and parry it. And gotta be a little bit more fluid when you're doing it. And now we'll see Godai here. The platform's a little bit more stagnant, right? And I wonder if that's something Psy was feeling, that he wasn't able to optimize the platform because they were there when he didn't want them, like when he was getting up tilted, and they weren't there when he needed them.
Yep. Right now, not panning out great, but this is only stock 1. The bubble is sort of halting Psy's movement right there, locking him down into place for Maya. Can she finish with all this stage control? Big nair. Puddle right at the ledge. What do we got? Bubble ledge trap. Hold up. Shield pressure, but Psy getting back.
Yeah, I mean, just phenomenal recovery there. Very, very patient with the shield there because that down tilt hits and you're holding the wrong direction. That was for sure just it.
Oh man, barely escaping that F smash, man. That was tickling Rano's toes.
Yeah, that was for sure scary. Once again, not going down for the up B, I believe. And I wonder if that's something that we're kind of kicking ourselves about, or if that's something where it's like, if I went down, it would have been too risky or something. I don't know. Back air.
Great, clean edge guard. Gonna seal it and send us into an even stock game here in game 2.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good. It seems like Psy is... Oh, there we go. This could be big. I think that was about 20 damage. A little bit of a bear and a fair there.
Yep. Oh.
Ooh.
And oh my gosh, we are catching with the down air. Oh, the needle not going to quite get in it. Getting hit by the Orcane side B, but doesn't matter. Parry barely missing there.
Gonna see a little bit of an edge guard there.
Oh.
Yes, capitalizing on Orcane's like mid recovery. Don't really know where to put it, right?
Especially without Puddle, very mid.
Oh yes, 100%. And it's just so nice to capitalize off of that, because when you're fighting Orcane, you feel like that character should be down there and nowhere but, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see a little bit.
Oh my gosh, breaking ankles. So I was holding shield, and Maya's just dash dancing around, comfortable as can be. Stock down, who cares?
Just moving on him just a tad, man. I mean, and it's just so hard, because right now you're in a situation as Maya where you have to get some sort of opening. You need Sai to kind of like show a little bit of a weakness in defense here, because you are just getting stomped. It's looking rough.
Yeah, and after seeing that first stock, Maya seemed kind of poised to take the set, but Sai got a second win, man.
Yeah, it's impressive, right? We saw a little bit of gameplay change, getting a little bit more grabby, getting a little bit more of that tongue in, and there we go. Down there, Fair going to 100% take it.
And I think what you had mentioned in game 1 about Sai not needing to play slower, but a little more patient. It seemed like Sai was still swinging a lot in that game, but picking spots more intentionally. You could tell that Sai would wait in certain aspects and then swing afterwards. Let Maya make the first move and let's sort of react and punish accordingly afterwards. You had brought up and paid dividends in that game too.
Yes, I mean, especially once you get a handle on their defensive like actions with the Rano, you can just easily get that tongue in, and all of a sudden you're taking like 30 or possibly a death for just zero reason. Like right there, we're gonna see an easy advantage state. Ooh, the up smash definitely not gonna take it. That Dak is just not getting there just yet.
Hitfall, Nair on the bubble into regrab when they came out of the bubble. Bro, come on. Sai's kind of cooking. That's pretty sick.
It can get nasty. I've seen some on Twitter where it's like, all right, man. You're just putting them in the bubble, and it's like, all right, GG's. And already at 95%, this could be some scary situations, especially if how close the blast zones are on Rockwall. A scary game to be, a scary stage to be on for Game 3.
Yeah, because it can really just change the pace of the game in an instant if you're not careful.
100%. I mean, there's a reason why everyone thinks there's characters best on this stage.
Dude, I've had conversations about counterpicking to this stage with people local and online before, and everyone's like, I like Rockwall until my opponent proves that they like it more.
Yes, 100%. Oh my
gosh. It's one of those
gosh.
things, but right now it looks like Maya's liking it a little bit more than Sai, but can Sai close it out and show you, nah, this is my stage 2?
Just a little scary here. Oh, Smash. I feel like it's a little bit of a struggle for Sai to kill when he's not getting like these stray kills, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're missing, like we get the down throw fairs, right? But for example, we're not getting like the down throws, like tech chase into some sort of smash attack. And it's just getting a little scary at times, especially on this stage where I feel like you just get forward smashed by Orcane and it's like, my bad.
Yep.
Ooh,
beautiful bubbles coming out
that was...
from... Oh, man. I thought it was going to net Maya more, but it didn't quite. Is I going to get back for free here?
Okay, that was
scary. A lot of spaghetti happening on the edge, but picks up an F smash, and just like you said, my bad.
Yeah, like, you gotta hold that, man.
Yeah,
like, especially once you get into, like, Hydroplane F smash, you just cover the whole stage, it's okay. It's stupid. Why do you all do that? Especially on a stage like this. Oh, a Fair gonna catch him. Nairs! Oh, very scary.
Scary is one way to describe it, man. I was clenched. I don't know about y'all.
Oh, man, dude. Like, it's just... Orcane off stage, he has nothing to lose. He's just gonna be back to it.
Ooh. The floor hug keeps in for a combo extension, and Maya's just all over Sai right now. Sai just can't seem to have a moment to breathe.
Oh, we were 100% looking for that roll in, man. Oh my gosh, that would have been a down smash and a half. That would have been horrifying. We just you gotta get the kill. You gotta get the kill right now, Sai, or it's looking so bad.
Yeah, with every percent that slips away from Sai's hands, so are the chances of winning this set. Oh my gosh, Maya,
Oh my gosh,
you demon. You demon.
He's just going, just going.
And just like you said, Orcane's got nothing to lose. Gonna make it back to stage regardless. Even if Maya misses that down air, now, well, we're back. We're safe. We still have stage control. That risk reward was so heavily skewed in Maya's favor. That was absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's like at worst you reset neutral. Like,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just belly or whatever it's called, bubble butt. I'll just bubble butt and then I'll go for the dare. Like, oh well. Who knows what will happen?
That was absolutely insane. And so Maya gonna punch her ticket in to this top 8. Gonna be playing against Dolphin Brick and Orcane Ditto. Whale dogs at the best.
Oh my gosh. And that's a slippery Ditto. It's just gonna be, we're gonna see a lot of nairs and we're gonna see a lot of wave dashes. It could go either way there.
Yeah. And so aside from that, it looks like we're gonna have Safilo versus Mustard back. 2 players that you have already seen on stream tonight, duking it out for winners finals. The person who wins is going to be poised for the tournament, going to have a lot of wiggle room, a lot of time to adapt once we get to that grand finals. The other one, on the other hand, going to have a little bit of chip on their shoulder. You know, they're going to have to make it all the way back if they really want to win this. So we're going to see what happens in that Zetterburn Locks matchup that we were talking so much about.
Yeah, and it's worth saying, like, Safilo is a returning champ, right? They've already been poised for this. They know exactly what they're looking at. Being in the spotlight right here is nothing new. Given, I don't know how Mustard does at their locals and stuff, but given how they were comboing Ceramic, I could say the spotlight's nothing crazy for them.
Yeah, not at all. So as those players are getting set up, also on the other side we have Durai and Mata. Durai and Bullets. I'm looking at the wrong set. With an Edalus, and I'm not quite sure who Durai plays. That is loser. That's the round before losers quarters. Loser gets 7th. Winner's gonna go play Kib. My Dolphin Brick. Winner's gonna go play Ceramic, who we've already seen. And then after those, we will be into our top 5.
Yeah. I mean, and it's already stacking up to look great. We got an Edalus that made top 8, which I know I keep talking about. That's just so interesting, right? And I don't know who Durai plays, but I want to say Rano. I feel like I've heard that name before. But either way, like, that is going to be fantastic. Yes, Rano.
Yep.
And so we got all losers right now full of water characters, which pretty interesting.
Water Nash rise up. And
Yeah.
There's only 3 of them, correct? Rano, Edalus, Orcane.
Yep. As of right now, yes.
All of them represented too. Let's go.
That's so sick. Especially, I feel like water characters, which, I mean, they just don't have anything crazy, but I'm going to shut up about water because we got 2 fires who got their flame burning bright right now.
Absolutely. And I was watching Safila's Punish game, and she's absolutely nuts. We casted a Mustard set. Y'all already know how I feel about Locks Out, but it's crazy. I really do think this matchup is nuts. I've seen it quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, these 2 characters, I feel like, have such oppressive offense right now, where it's just going to be so swayy. We're gonna see that. We're gonna see that exact situation happen back and forth with both opposing opponents doing it constantly. And right there, we're gonna see a parry into back throw here. The advantage state ending quite quickly. I mean, that shine has to be so annoying for Lockstone right now. You're such a big body that Zetterburn's just gonna throw it out, and you're just gonna be like, GG's, that's on me.
Yeah, you really do. When Zetterburn's in advantage state, you can try and DI, but as long as the Zetterburn's on point, it's going to be really difficult. But Safilo, just having her wings clipped a little too early, gonna try and make it back already off stage. Yo, Mustard is starting this game 1 like she started the other set, where it's like, okay, yeah, I lost first stock, but hold up, I got some gas in the tank.
Yeah, I mean, and we've seen it before. There's nothing but advantage state coming out, and oh my gosh, an SD coming out for Safalo there. that's scary. That's rough, especially in a matchup that can just. Oh well, I was gonna say the guy could live forever, but when you have a fire up smash, forever is a very short amount of time.
Back air, because Lox has such low gravity, he doesn't start to descend until really, really late. So these back air to up smashes do kill decently early, and as long as you have your kill confirms on point with Zetterburn, you can make these lock stocks delete in an instant.
Yeah, and I mean this. I think you were talking about where this can get just so heavily favored for Zetterburn, and it's. I mean,
oh my gosh, just a shine up
yikes.
smash, just off rip, 118 after the hit, losing a stock. It's Loxodon losing a stock at 118 after the confirm.
I'm pretty sure he's the heaviest character in the game. I'm pretty confident he is the heaviest character in the game. That is absolutely insane.
That low gravity pains him with kills off the top.
Oh my gosh. And I mean, we're switching up the stage here. A very much more tight-knit stage. The platforms, although they move up and down, you could get a little bit more combo on it, but an edge guard like that, the platforms don't matter, right?
Yeah, that was looking incredibly difficult from the instant we saw the words go on the screen.
Yeah.
And Sofilo hitting the ground running, not missing a beat.
It's just, it looks so hard. But, like, and that's not to say that it's all matchup, right? Sofilo is clearly putting in the work and knows that they can kind of swing, but once again, we've seen it multiple times. Mustard kind of has a recognition on when you're going to swing and will just throw these parries out, and it will work, but we have yet to see some sort of insane punish that we are seeing against Saran.
Right, yeah. Oh, and a huge back air.
That's just gonna take it.
Back air to down air, and I think Mustard might have been able to wall jump vertical air dodge, but I'm not quite sure. It looked really dangerous, but gonna find an answer for that first stock on Sofilo, and now she has got to make something happen.
It's just such a big comeback right now, right? And you have to make it against a character that has shown time and time again. Oh, that was looking a little scary. No way, another dare. Oh my gosh, just get back to stage. Please, Mustard, please.
And just in the process of trying to get back to ledge and find your stage control, you take so much damage that the next time you get hit, you perish.
Yeah,
that is just pressure beyond belief.
It's so scary because what do you do here, right? In my opinion, right? I mean, to be given, there's a reason they're playing, and I'm back here. You go to the stage that has the tallest blast zone because you have been dying relentlessly off the top, but we're just gonna run it back, and oh, okay.
Oh, Sofilo almost paid dearly for that minor overextension.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta you gotta realize right here, right, that whole entire situation, the reason Sofilo only came back was because of that up B. The up B that Mustard has brings them up before it brings them down, and that's just so probably annoying, right? Mustard practically sealed that stock off, but instead they're going to get their stock sealed off first, and gosh, I don't know. I'm a little bit of a downer right now, but I have faith.
Even when Mustard tries to make these defensive reads with the parries, Sofilo's moving and making it kind of ambiguous when she's going to decide to commit and swing. So it's looking dire right now. How can Sofilo try and seal this off?
No, that's it. No, that's it.
No double jump. Yep.
Dude.
I saw the rings underneath the lot, and Sofilo is playing. Excuse my pun, but he's playing with a fire right now that is absolutely unmatched.
Played with a fire and burned the house down right there. Like this is, oh my gosh, dude. Sofilo she played so fantastically, and give and do what Loxodon can do in that matchup. I feel like Mustard tried all she could to just do what she could, that's rough. And I'm hoping that Mustard can make it back and get her run back, because I feel like there was an idea there a few times, but You just got to get that off stage cooking a little bit more.
Yeah, it's really tough when the margin for error is pretty small. It's like, okay, I've hit Zetterburn. Zetterburn needs to explode now, right? If
Yeah.
I let the Zetterburn come back, the damage I'm gonna take, the ramifications of my action are gonna be far larger than I need them to be. And so it was like, oh man, I let Sofilo back this time, and now I'm dead for it. It's like, come on, man, it's ridiculous.
And it's one of those matchups where you have the ability that you're getting these parries, right? You're getting these parries, you're getting these cool guy stuff that you're getting, but the advantage state just wasn't strong enough. I mean, we saw an up throw there, and I'm pretty sure because Sofilo was DIing like out and down, that they just went straight to the ground. And it's so hard. And I feel like that's a matchup where you kind of got to recognize that your punish game just has to be slightly different. But hey, there's going to be a bunch more matches before Mustard plays again. Mustard, just keep up the work and grind, and I mean, you'll get your run back in grands.
Yep. The way we saw her play that ceramic set, definitely got a case to make it back. But there's a lot of other competitors we are going to shift our focus to for the moment, because they are all gunning. It's do or die time for all this losers bracket right now. And they are all vying to try and make it up to this grand finals and take this tournament. So we got a lot of other competitors coming in, and we got Kib versus Durai.
Kib being, oh gosh, I want to say I saw it. I swear, I can't think of it right now. But okay, being Fleet. That's not what I remember seeing. But
Fleet and Rano, baby.
Fleet and Rano. This is interesting. I'll be honest. I've never seen this matchup. This is a matchup I'm very unfamiliar with.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm interested to see how it plays out, right? Because you have both of their... I feel like both of their offense is so oppressive, and both of their defenses are kind of like the same in a way.
Yeah.
Where it's like, we kind of gotta... Oh, well... Okay, that was looking scary.
I also like that Durai's rocking the default drip. We ain't need no fancy skins. We're gonna let these buttons talk for themselves.
Oh my god, this is looking good. Like we're seeing some interesting play so far, and I mean, this is really interesting because you're looking at it in a way where it's like, who can kind of win neutral, and it's supposed to be Fleet, right? But in this game, projectiles can get beaten out by hitboxes, which creates an interesting design for a zoner like character like Fleet, who she kind of has to box a little bit, right? Use the pressure you get from the projectiles to lead into a boxing scenario. And I mean, we're seeing it on full here, right? We're seeing Daria just keep getting back to stage and then just pushed out, like, get out of here, right? And
yeah, and this first stock is lasting a while on both of these. They were trading nickel and diming, but that big Fleet back air is going to take it. And speaking of trying to help the zoning with a little bit of boxing, Fleet got some disjoints, and Rano doesn't really. He be using the limbs. And so it's going to make Fleet's life a little bit easier than some other characters to contest these Rano aerials that are just really egregious. And we're seeing that be used to take that first stock successfully.
And it's so interesting how Kaib is using the disjoints and the projectiles simultaneously to wall Daria out. Like earlier on ledge, about a second ago, we saw the tornado being used to cover the jump while using the back air to cover any other option on ledge. And it's just so powerful against a character like Rano, who is like, okay, my biggest move is like back air. Like, let's hope I land a back air.
Right.
Ooh, floating out there, looking for a death, like a shark in the water right there.
Dude, I was thinking that exact same thing. You know, when Kib's floating above you, there's no honest intention behind them eyes.
Absolutely no. We're looking for a dare or we're looking for a bear. Like, you're staying off stage one way or another, but Daria somehow makes it back.
I can't believe Kib lived that.
That was
putting on some pressure. That was absolutely nuts.
Oh, fair. Fair 100% going to take it there. That move is meaty. to say the least.
Yeah, that's an adjective for it for sure.
such a big, like, oh, you still have the timer on you though. You don't get hit up for it, but you don't have a wall jump or the tongue anymore there.
Yeah.
such a big deficit against a character. Like, we are talking about characters that can kind of play with their lead a little bit. This is a character. Fleet is getting that lead, and she's either playing full aggression with her, or she's like, all right, come to me, it's okay. And
yeah.
it's
Fleet's a character who likes to try and set up their opponent to be approaching, and there's no better way to make your opponent have to approach than have an entire stock lead.
Yeah, and I mean, it's only getting bigger right now, right? Where we see a parry trying to come out and missing it a little bit. We keep seeing this Nair trade with the arrow shots, which is so good. And that's it. That's not it. I'm done. My bad.
Durai cooking.
Oh!
One in the chamber. It's all we need. Game 1 going in favor of Kib. And the crazy part was it looked like at many, many moments off stage between the two that Durai was going to clean up the stock, going to lock it out. But just trading with different projectiles and hitboxes, a float, and that up B were just making it so incredibly hard. And we're going to see... Whoa. We're seeing Durai switch and counterpick to the Orcane so fast. The character select screen was up for moments before Durai selected Orcane.
This is interesting, right? I believe the idea here is to... Because I think Orcane wins this matchup. I'll be real, that's probably what Durai is thinking. You just gotta get in Fleet's face and just never let up. And, I mean, we're seeing it right now, right? And you also have this little puddle you can set up for stage control. And it's... Oh my gosh, we're already seeing such a different look.
Yeah, the needles were not doing very well for Durai. And so opting for the puddle and the bubbles a little bit here, definitely going to make his life easier. And it's panning out right now, but from one stock only, you can't even imagine what's going to happen the rest of this game. So do not count your chickens yet.
We've been saying stuff like, oh, they took the first stock and then immediately they snap back, right?
Yeah.
And that's just the sake of Rivals. Such a fast pace, such an aggressive game. It's going to happen. And right now we're just seeing, oh my gosh, Durai only sees red right now. They want the next interaction to lead to a stock taken, and we might see it the other way.
Oh my gosh, I love the mix up there to reverse forward air back onto stage, and when Kib goes to try and chase it, just sending the side B different. Oh my gosh, man. Durai's kind of moving right
now. That was fantastic. That was fantastic to see, and that wall jump into Bubble Butt was just fantastic. Never see it again. The usage of Bubble Butt to take kind of regain center stage here is so interesting when you realize the fact that Kib plays very grounded. We see, if we aren't seeing them grounded, they're in the air doing a float into like some sort of aggressive option. And I think that is what Durai is mainly trying to call out right now.
Yeah, I would agree. Cleans up the edge guard. Only 21% after Durai, took the stock and was looking decently well. That DI was kind of crazy. I thought we were about to see something heinous.
Yeah, that was looking scary. I was about to go wild. that was some rough DI, but just the stage here, or the ledge trap here, just not letting up, and finally we'll go over the whole issue, right?
Right. Yeah. Finally making it back to stage right now, but Durai's still putting on the pressure. Kib is not out of jail just yet. Finds a hit. But can Kib start to mount some offense here in this game too?
It's about how long can you... Oh! Well, my bad. I was talking while the players were cooking there. Insane parry into down smash. Great call out. I mean, and that's such a scary thing, right? Because you parry a projectile from Fleet, and you get that invulnerability, but it also like puts them into a state where they can't do an action. And I mean, I think that's what we saw there. I mean, there's so many scary things because Fleet is just it's kind of easier to parry. It is easier to parry projectiles. It's something like 3 frames faster to parry a projectile. And so for someone like Fleet, that is scary.
Ooh, I really like that run under up tilt. That was really quick to try and catch Kib. Sort of floating there. A good adaptation to these low floats that you had mentioned earlier, actually. Oh, and this is going to be a big punish game, but nothing actually comes out from it. And caused Durai his stock because he did not finish his food there.
Yeah, and I mean, trying to dash attack Fleet like that, you got no disjoint whatsoever on that dash attack.
Yeah.
And just getting forward smash straight in the face for it.
Dude, these up tilts on Kib's landing are so good, very precise, but not netting a lot off of it, but that up tilt will net plenty to tie up this set and send us into a game. For
sure. Up tilt up air, a true classic. Yeah. And it's not going to end. This is an interesting situation, right? Because now you have stages off the board thanks to MDSR, and we're going to a very interesting stage here. See, this is a stage that I associate with Rushdown as one. And so I'm curious what Kib sees in it that would be good for them, because I feel like it's just Kib's been getting rushed down, right? And I mean, we're seeing it right off the bat. Nair, smash attack galore, like, this looks difficult. So it's interesting what the idea we have going into it, and maybe the idea is less stage, more off stage.
Potentially. I think also Durai was using a lot of movement to like trap landings here and whatnot. These changing heights and platforms could be good, as well as less room for Durai to mix up movement. Maybe a little more restrictive, but who knows. Right now it's playing out to Kib's favor just slightly, but if Durai can clean this up right now, it will not be.
For sure. And I mean, this is... Oh! Interesting. No tech situation there. And there... That's an SD! Oh, using the shield to cancel the up B, but you did not grab the ledge. I believe that was because they fast fell trying to land on the stage. That's a sad situation to see your lead go patoot like that. But hey, down smash gonna take it. We're back to even. And if you can get the first lead, you can get the second lead.
Yeah, has not shaken Durai a bit, it seems. Coming down is fight time. And starting off with an edge guard, doesn't quite get the ledge there. Kib grabbing it incredibly fast.
Your heart has to race when you're below feet. Like, oh my gosh, the idea of a dare just randomly coming out and being like, GG's, like, stock taken early.
I can't believe that F smash did not hit. That was really scary.
Awfully close here. And I mean, Durai playing with danger right now, trying to just get some sort of stock take here. But as we see it, the more you can't take the stock, the more damage you get put on. Offstage scenario is never good. Great tech, but you gotta up B. Okay.
Good DI.
Well, great DI. That was fantastic.
No puddle.
No puddle, no jump. There you go.
Oh my gosh, hold up. No puddle, no problem.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of a problem, but we goated out here.
A little bit. Looking a little scary here. Ooh, back air, reverse hitbox. Not going to take it just yet. Side being the stage play. Nair is going to stop that, and now you're in such a dangerous position against Fleet, and that's going to be a run up, down throw. Kaib not finding it just yet. Forward throw. Weird launch angle.
Oh my gosh. This is incredibly crazy right now. Both at very high percent, and they're both swinging at each other as if they aren't just inches away from losing the stock. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, and I mean, this is so scary. And there we go. The second stock being taken at 180, and this is a longer match.
Right.
Under 5 minutes on the clock is insane, and I mean, I feel like this is the type of tempo that you often see with this matchup, and oh my gosh, but Kaib just trying to end it, but a back throw from Durai going to take it, and we're in a last stop game 3 situation here.
Yeah, Kib got a little mixed up on what side Durai was going to be on and ended up having to pay for it with his stock. But right now, he's trying to make Durai pay dearly for just plugging in and playing the game tonight. Like, oh my gosh, give him a break.
It's getting a little intense, and they're back here, not going to take it just yet, but you have to get back to stages. Orcane gonna get there, and now you're playing a little bit in neutral, and you gotta play just a tad bit more patient. You keep running in, you might just pay for it.
Alright. Ooh, beautiful edge guard. Gonna be
Looking a little
oh my gosh, ends up getting the
reversal?
ledge. I thought Kid was gonna force an up B, but gonna force a stock loss there for Durai, man. Great stuff out of Kib to really buckle down. Ended that stock with only like 20-something% on him. So it was a really neck and neck game, but Kib turned up the heat when it was necessary.
Yeah, and I mean, we just down smashing straight under the puddle shot. It couldn't have asked for a better placement of the player in the down smash there. And it's interesting now that we are moving to a bigger stage. So I do wonder if like the idea is that you were talking about it where they want the movement. They want the ability to move around, kind of mess with Kaiv a little bit. And I feel like we're seeing possibly what you just said happen.
Yeah, I think a little bit more room to be able to dash back and try and bait out these, close quarter options from Kib is gonna play out really well. But right now, Kib's finding the mark on like every single one of their swings.
Yeah, I mean it's relentless right now, and there we go. A nair, fair, not gonna really anything crazy, but just a little bit more percent.
Oh no! Oh, and doesn't quite get the ledge, and gonna kill him off of that.
Oh my
no
god!
Way, Durai doesn't quite get the ledge, and ends up paying for it that heavily. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and I mean that was a perfect up smash there, and there an up tilt up there, another classic gonna take it. This you have to also think about the fact that this isn't Durai's main, right? This is a secondary arcane that, and he's just putting all the trust into it, and the pressure and the unfamiliarity can probably get to it, right? Get to you, and it could just be such a scary situation.
Durai looks mad comfortable, so maybe this is just a character that you have for certain matchups. And it's doing what it needs to right now. If he can hold on to this second stock and win this game 4, it will have been very successful regardless.
And this is, I mean, that was an insane string from Kai there, just kind of bringing it back. So many grabs, so many predictions made. And now we're seeing an offstage scenario here. Going to be a nair into an F smash. That will for sure take it.
And Durai is, again, I've said it before, but Durai's moving around a lot. There's a lot of good punishes and a lot of good movement coming out from Durai to set himself up in spots that can that are more skewed to the reward end of things, where he can sort of bait out these options with punishes. Oh, but man, that ain't whiffing. I'll tell you that much. We've been talking about Fleet down there plenty. Yeah, y'all get it.
Yeah, and like that's no stranger to skill and stocks, and I want to say Durai, I feel like now that the pressure's on a little bit, you see these wave dashes, you see this movement kind of bursting at the seams right now, and I'm hoping Durai can show us a little bit more, but it's getting scary.
Oh man. Gonna find center stage back. Gonna try and get some sort of tech chase, but rolling towards the ledge. Kid makes it out safely, luckily.
Alright, we got Fleet just... I feel like Kai's just looking for something, right? You gotta go off stage right now. Want to seal this stock with that puddle up. You're going to just reset neutral, right? We were talking about where it's like, alright, yeah, I'll just reset neutral. Don't gotta worry about it too much. And now we're seeing the neutral gameplay kind of play out and just go back and forth, right? It's one person gets a hit and one person gets a hit. And in this last stock scenario where Durai's whole entire tournament life is on the line, you just gotta put the pedal to the metal and get yourself a game 5.
Right now, I was just finding the mark with these little aerials, just nickel and diming closer and closer to a game 4 win. And Durai's having a hard time getting something started right here when he needs it the most. And, oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you know, a Fleet hits that and they're like, I am the best. I forgot.
Yeah.
It's like nothing probably feels better than hitting that up smash when they're like in the blast zone.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Being off screen and in the blast zone is like, It's like a no looker right there. I mean, come on, that is insane. And that's gonna be a big 3-1. A lot of good stuff, a lot of really close games too. So if the Arcane is around for the Fleet matchup, I mean, it was putting in work one way or another.
Yeah. I mean, and to think one of those games was with the Rano matchup, and he was just trying so hard in that Rano matchup. But we were talking about where it's like your neutral is lacking in that matchup. You're getting punished and disadvantaged, at least with Arcane, when they're fully committing to a float off stage, you can up B back to stage. You have so many ways to play it a little bit faster, a little bit more defensive, and just a little bit better as Arcane. Not to say Ranos can't do it. We've said it before, this is Rivals, any character can do it. But I think that Arcane put on a great show.
Absolutely. And now we're going to get into Ceramic versus Dolphin Brick, the other side of losers quarters. The winner of this going to go on and play the fleet that we just watched on our very screens. And this is going to be Loxodon Arcane, Ceramic Dolphin Brick. This is going to be exciting. There's a lot of Arcane tonight. I love Arcane.
Yeah, and I mean, this is going to be a lot more... This is going to be very interesting, right? Because the whole idea about Arcane is when he gets in, and he combos.
Yeah.
But the whole idea about Loxodon is I'm big, I'm getting my hit, and I got that disjoint. And so that is very scary when you're 14 and you're trying to play Loxodon up tilt. And we've seen it before though. Ceramic kind of not falls flat, but struggles in advantage state, and we'll just see what she can do. But it could get a little tricky to land some hits on Arcane when he's wave dashing around you.
Yeah, pinning Arcane down's gonna definitely be a hard part. But in the moments of brilliance that we saw from Ceramic in that Loxodon earlier, definitely gonna have something in the tank. Gonna have some tricks in the bag to seal out these stocks. As long as they can find the mark, should be looking good. This is gonna be a very, very exciting game.
Yeah, I mean, and if you recall, we've seen some really interesting things. Some really interesting stuff from Ceramic with the down B into reverse hit back air. It was sadly a down B that got parried, but there was raw down B in like neutral situations, and a raw down B against Arcane could, as long as it doesn't get parried, could for sure lead into some crazy offstage shenanigans, which is the type of stuff you want to get against Arcane. I will say I've played Ceramic in tournament.
Okay.
She makes it feel unwinnable. It could, given I'm not good, but it could get pretty darn scary. Likes to kind of use that projectile, the meatball, to kind of feel out a little bit in neutral, and that could be interesting to see in this matchup where you're as Arcane, you don't really throw out your projectile to win neutral. You throw it out to get stage control. Whereas Ceramic kind of throws out the projectile to try and put a little bit more pressure on you.
Right. And so we're about to get ready and get right into it. Oh man, I can't wait for this.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't even know what stage you go here. Like, this has to feel... those are quick bans, and it looks like we'll be going to Godai. All good games happen on Godai, all right?
Yeah, for real. That's what they tell me. And starting off with a run-up parry, just trying to feel something out. Very interesting from Ceramic. This is about to be an interesting game if that's how we're starting.
Yeah, and I mean, we look so aggressive from Dolphin Brick here. Trying to kill him off stage already. Not going to let her breathe whatsoever. And we're going to reset neutral, but someone's losing right now. And and a Ledge Hog will send Ceramic straight to her death.
And only 38%. It has looked a little bit difficult to sort of find your hits on Dolphin Brick, I cannot lie.
Yeah, and I mean, this character is just so slippery, and you got to swing that sword, and the idea is once you get the hit, you get your hit, but it could get a little difficult to get your hit right now.
Yeah, just a lot of moving. A small hurt box also going to make it a little bit difficult. Can we finish this edge guard? Puddle obviously going to say, nah, we're safe.
And I mean, the issue is even with a wave dash, right? Your Loxodon is just so slow that if Puddle's on the other side of the stage, maybe they throw out the projectile and get you. But it's just not happening. And we're just, oh my gosh, Dolphin Brick is just running all over Ceramic right now, trying to get a parry, but not getting it. And, oh, the Nair sending in the wrong direction, but we're seeing an offstage situation.
Even when Dolphin Brick, ooh, great F smash to catch it, a missed ledge dash. We're seeing, even when Dolphin Brick does not find the next hit in the combo, having plenty of time to pick it up again. You could drop the combo and pick it up and keep it going. And it happened like 3 times in the last time Dolphin Brick had advantage state. Sealing that one with only 50% to speak about it.
Yeah, and one thing that's really interesting, right, is I mean, the first stock was taken by a ledge hawk, but that second stock taken by just a straight nair, and that is a scary reality when you're playing Loxodon versus Orcane, is Orcane's just going to combo you, and then eventually you're just going to die. You're just going to die from something stray because you're at such high percent, and that's just because Orcane can just combo you into oblivion.
Right, yeah, and it's like the pressure never stops. When you think you're free, you ain't free.
No, 100%, and we're just seeing it kind of play out. I mean, this is once again, right, we saw it with Safilo versus Mustard, where it's just so hard to play your game against a character like this, who is able to just constantly oppress you. And, I mean, there we go, an up smash, but 120, nothing too crazy, right? You're not going to die from a straight nair, but you might from that down smash, and there it will be.
Yeah, I was going to say, if Ceramic was able to reset to neutral and avoid the respawn invincibility for long enough, there were going to be some dishonest intentions that we were about to see. Ceramic was going to cook something up devious, but Dolphin Break not going to give her the chance.
Yeah, and that is such a great display from Dolphin Brick. I'm very interested in what the stage selection is going to be, and it looks like we'll be going to Ho Dojo. And I mean, I guess the idea is like you have a better like platforms. Like I don't know what we're looking for here.
Yeah, I think it might be the same philosophy as we saw Kib going to Tempest. Also, you know, maybe restrict the Whale Dog's movement just a little bit here, but right now, hands are being thrown between these two players.
Yeah, and I mean, the platforms will also give Ceramic a little bit more landing availability, right? We're not going to see so many random attempts to get backstage caught by Nair. We are going to see a random attempt at F smash get caught by Puddle there. And into the offstage situation, going to make it back, and an up smash not going to hit its mark, but now we're seeing a corner situation. What can Ceramic do to capitalize? And she will just be getting reversaled into the air. Ooh.
Oh man, and a last second edge hog is going to be devious for that stock.
Yeah, and I mean, you just gotta... It's just so scary, right? You're one of the only characters that go straight down when you up B.
Yeah.
So there's not a ton of mix-up whether it's either you're going to land on stage or you're going to grab the ledge. And there, Dolphin Bridge just guessed correctly.
178 and still counting. And Loxodon's no stranger to killing, but this is a testament to how good Dolphin Brick is evading those kill moves until that forward air. And now we got an even game. Only a little bit of percent separating them at this very moment.
Yeah, and it's good to call out right now, right? We got all that lava stacks. This could get really interesting, right? We could, if we see an up tilt or an up throw, we could get a little bit more devious with the combo game. But golly, I don't think we'll see it too much. This is looking a little scary.
I'm just curious how you even find a grab on Dolphin Brick as fast as he's moving around and changing spots. Like, that is crazy.
I won't lie. I think the answer is you might just not. And there, I mean, we did see a grab, but we just immediately saw a throw off stage, and it didn't lead into anything crazy. I feel like, oh, that's definitely going to take it. Nair going to just send him off stage, and I mean, she has to kind of Ceramic just has to lock in a little bit, like not lock in, but like something needs to click on the defense or offense right now.
Yep, it seems like there's not a lot of slowing Dolphin Brick down. So you got to find an advantage in some other way. Oh my gosh. Gonna eat that up smash instead of eating the shield break. Ends up living from it, so it isn't the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a lot of smash attacks being thrown out here, and it looks like we're trying to find some sort of early kill. And I mean, you're at 100 on your last stock for game 2. You got to throw out a Hail Mary here, and we might... What? You fall out of that? That's insane.
Tried to under hit or get the bottom hit of the falling up air there. Didn't quite find the mark, but that's kind of a cheeky way to try and end the game. Oh, and we got Plat Tech chases. Hold up.
That was intense. I like to see that, and that is an up smash for sure going to take it. All right. Got a little bit of a insane comeback here to make, but it is doable, 1000%.
I'm telling you, this elephant right here is looking for something dishonest, trying to make Whale Dog blow up, but the DI away actually gonna seal it, send to the side blast zone, and that's gonna be a 2-0 lead for Dolphin Brick. Now, Dolphin Brick on his last stock, so it's definitely doable. If you could take a stock, you could take a game. Like, let's be real here.
Oh, for sure.
But man, it's looking difficult. Dolphin Brick ain't gonna make it look easy.
And I mean, we're looking at just something has to start clicking, right? And you're looking at possibly losing out at the tournament. I believe 5th.
Right.
Yep. You got a long comeback to make. It's not impossible, but it has to start now.
Yep. And running it back to Godai, thinking, yeah, you know, my plan B wasn't working, so we're just gonna try plan A again. I mean, why not?
Yeah. I mean, we're also seeing a completely different there. That was a fantastic display of offensive power there, but I mean, it's made back right away, and that's a strong bear in the blast zone, and you're not living that.
Did not get the first strong bear, and then reconnects with a nair into a strong bear. Dolphin Brick is working right now. That is insane.
The cook is in, and it's not Chef Lockstone right now, man.
Yeah, for real.
It's like, I mean, we just saw, what was that? Down B bubbles? Oh, but I'll shut up. My bad. We're going to see a down B bear. What? What? No! Ceramic, no! Oh my gosh, what is she doing?
Man, Ceramic cooked a little too hard and ended up burning it afterwards. That is not what you want to see after ripping a stock from Dolphin Brick that fast.
Yeah, and I mean, now you gotta start doing something now. Like we were talking. Oh no, the down B getting intercepted, and that's gonna be a leg hog, and that'll be it. 3-0 Dolphin Brick. Ceramic getting 5th.
No, it can't end like this, Cade. Come on.
Oh my gosh, it's we just saw it with Sophilos versus Mustard, and we just saw it again. It's just this character gets bullied in the offensive scenarios, and it's hard to watch.
Yeah, that is an unfortunate way to end a set. I'll say that much. It was looking like it was going to be a heater game 3 for that first stock, but man, everything fell apart. But listen, 5th is nothing to scoff at if you're Ceramic. Gonna go home at 5th. Dolphin Brick gonna go on, and Kib's gonna have to fight yet another Orcane. We saw Durai bust out the Orcane to, you know, try and leverage some matchup there. And so Kib better lock in because you got another one coming down the pipelines. So we are to our top 4. So Philo and Grands, Mustard and Losers finals, and then the 2 we're about to see in Losers semis duking it out right now.
Yes, we got 2 fire characters and 2 water characters, and it's gonna get interesting. We got such an interesting lineup here, right? Because whether you're not, you're going to see two zoners. I mean, you don't really got zoners in this game, but you got two zoner characters about to fight a Loxodon, right? And that is interesting because, I mean, if you're Mustard in this scenario, you're kind of hoping you fight Kib. I feel like, I mean, either or is going to suck. They both have insane offstage. They both have insane offense. And they both, I feel like, are kind of not fun matchups for Loxodon. But there's a reason you made it this far, and you're going to show it. But before we can even get close to that, we got to see this matchup play out. And it's kind of intense. I mean, we've seen Kib already dominate kind of an Orcane matchup. We could see it again, but I feel like Dolphin Brick a little bit different than Durai here.
Yes. Yeah, just a little bit. We're gonna see them strike. We got rid of the two small stages and we got rid of the one biggest stage. We're gonna start in Godai again. We've been seeing this plat layout for ages if you've been following Alt at all, and it's no different in Rivals 2 for the starter stage. Let's get into it.
For sure. I mean, it's interesting, right? Because we saw, I feel like in the Kibs versus Durai set, we saw a little bit more untraditional plats, and we saw a little bit more untraditional stage layouts. We saw platforms that were constantly moving, and platforms that were and stages that were constantly kind of like bigger in size, sometimes a little bit smaller. But this is a more average stage, and so it'll be interesting to see how these two players work with these stationary platforms and with this modern stage layout.
I will say, just right off the bat, noticing the stylistic differences, Durai was a little less trigger happy on pulling these up Bs, and Dolphin Brick's like, man, I'm in disadvantage. Let me just warp to the other side of the stage, opting to keep Puddle near the opposite ledge. That way he can just break out of disadvantage for free. And there we see it again. We're just pulling it immediately.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you see Fleet commit, it's just, all right, I'm out of here. We're not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with Dare. We're not dealing with Nair like we are right there, and it will take the first stock of the set.
Yep. 121 on Kib right now. Ain't anything there.
Oh.
And immediately gonna find the stock there. Only 28% to speak of right now. Can Dolphin Brick swing the tide of this game in his favor?
I mean, and this is simple percent already. We're seeing a lot more down B, the catch, the approaches from Kaib, and it's looking good right now. I mean, these two players are pretty evenly matched, and it's seeing a lot more back and forth, right? I will say it's a lot more Dolphin Brick trying to break through for the neutral, and then once he breaks through the neutral, he gets it. But Kim is not letting up, and that Dare will 100% take it.
Yeah, Kib is on Dolphin Brick's head right now, and Dolphin Brick gonna have to find something magical to even this game up, because it can be really hard to kill Fleet. Really floaty character, can make a lot of distance off stage, so you gotta make sure that you KO her convincingly.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking intense, and that tech ain't gonna get red here. It's just so hard to kind of break through and just regain neutral here, but it looks like we're going to get some stage control in the back there. Not going to take it just yet, but this Dare could have another word for it.
Living right now. Find stage control. Baby dashes backwards to just microspace just a little bit, showing shades of perfect pivots for any of you Smash 4 fans out there.
Yeah, I mean, oh, parry!
Yeah, big parry. And a second one. Oh, come on.
That was fantastic play right there. We are parrying for the time thing. We are parrying for the special get up, and catching the roll with down smash is fantastic. But you're still on your last stock against Fleet, and this could be big. Oh, it'll not be in that back air. Not taking it just yet. We got a little bit of a heavy whale dog action.
I like trading the mark back onto Kib to try and extend the combo right there, but not going to work in. Jesus. Gonna make it back, though. Definitely has the resources. Okay, making it back from the Shadow Realm, but not gonna be able to find his way back on the stage. That's a big game one for Kib.
Yeah, I mean, that was interesting, right? Because what we saw was neutral kind of like slowed down, right? Like I said earlier, this is kind of a slower matchup. neutral was often a little bit slower, but when Kai broke through, it was often leading to either a huge combo or just stock lead, and constantly Kai was trying to like kind of chipping down away for against Dolphin Brick, and it's looking a little rough for Dolphin Brick, but I'm willing to see how he adapts here.
Yeah, going for a little bit bigger of a stage, like wider. The blast zones are pretty normal on this stage, and so we're gonna see if Dolphin Brick can leverage this little bit of added real estate right now for him.
Yeah, I mean, you got this, you got a little bit of a little bit more platform extensions available on this stage, but I mean, it doesn't change the fact that your defense is so much more lacking against a character like Fleet, who's able to just cover so many options with so many different projectiles. But a weak back air into grab, definitely gonna get a little bit of stage advantage. But Kaib resorting to going to the platforms to avoid any sort of ledge shenanigans.
Yep. I also liked that when Dolphin Brick parried one of the projectiles and had those iframes available, Kib just retreated to top plat and was like, okay, I can wait until I can hit you again. Like, I'm not going anywhere. And, whoa! Trying to get to the ledge with, I guess, the cancel on the up B, but not quite making it.
Yeah, I believe they wanted to wall jump Orca Hop, but strong back air just gonna take it. That is a move you cannot play around with.
Yeah, and I think possibly catching Kib in a little bit of a dash back right there added to possibly DIing that out, because Kib looked like they weren't living that at all.
Yeah, that DI looked a little rough, but gonna see a little bit of a ledge situation here, and a back air. No way, that was so close.
That's 64%, dog. What is happening here?
You must be right. I believe it is these dashbacks, and like we've seen it before with the people, how they DI the bubbles, because some of these Arcane just hits should not be killing too well, but they're knocking them out.
Right, a big ledge trap for Dolphin Brick. Man, Dolphin Brick really could have swung the tides there and gone up a full stock, but not quite find the edge guard. And another big down air. Still got the up B on deck. Man, Kib was ready for that, and down smash, dub smash. You know what it is. Come on. Another one in the chamber.
It's a classic. I mean, Fleet players, we've played it before. They love to hit that. And there we go. A ledge hog situation. Going to bring it into more of an even idea here, and it's going to get a little risky here, right? Your Dolphin Break, you're looking to make this an even set. And if you're Kaib, you're looking to make this a way bigger lead than Dolphin Brick wants.
Alright. Nothing but stage control right now, but Kib gonna scrap all the way back. Tried to push Dolphin Brick to the corner, he ends up getting through, and now we are just nooching, trying to find a hit that is really impactful right here. They're hitting each other, but it ain't leading to too much just yet. Who is gonna come out on top here? Again, trading projectiles, I mean, come on. But a big back here. Can Dolphin Brick do this?
Getting a little scary. Down tilt, not going to lead into anything crazy. Ooh, a little bit of a wave dash in place to try and scare him, but Kib not one to get trigger happy and scared. Oh, but a down smash read going to 100% take it. Looks like we will be going to a game 3, 1-1.
Man, and there was a lot of neutral going on there at the end of the game. You love to see it. And like you had said, the wave dash down, the just wave dash in place to wait for something. And then the grab is like, okay, Dolphin Brick smelling a little bit of blood in the water there.
Yeah.
And so we got ourselves a set, man.
It was looking a little intense there, and that pressure sure added. I mean, seeing a completely different turn in stage here. Way smaller, way less platform. That platform's just going to swing back and forth, and the stage has insanely close blast zones.
Yep, this is a stage that, depending on how you like to kill, killing vertically or horizontally on this stage, man, you can just rip stocks from people at just sinister percents.
Yeah, and I mean, that being said, the vertical kill power in this stage not going to be too great, but I think that's the point, right? Oh, that is not going to make it back, even though the Orca Hop did make it to ledge. That ledge hog just gonna not allow it. I will say this is going to have to change up how Dolphin Brick kind of gets their kill confirms, because we've seen a lot of off the top kills, and you're not going to be killing off the top. Not on this stage unless it's like high percent. Oh my gosh, really looking for another kill. Just floating above like an angel of death here, and just it's looking scary.
Yeah, and Kid's looking to lap Dolphin Brick in percent right here. Not even just a stock deficit, but Dolphin Brick gonna find a strong hit back air to finally even up the stock count. Gonna need a big punish to even up the percent though.
I mean, that Nair, so deadly, so scary. It's going to combo, it's going to kill, it's going to do everything we want for you. And Fleet is definitely right there, going to kill off of it. No puddle to up E2, like a fish out of water.
Yeah, Kib did a great job of getting, of stopping 2 puddles there. One with the projectile and one with an aerial, to not let Dolphin Brick quite get back to, or let him get a puddle set up so that he could not get back to stage at all. Great stuff, and oh my gosh, what a conversion to start. What a game 3. I mean, dude, I can't even finish a sentence.
Yeah, that was just so dominant there for Kib, and your Dolphin Brick right now, you got to be sitting up and being like, all right, they're never getting that stage again. Maybe don't let them get Tempest again, but it looks like we will be going to a way different stage, right? We just played a stage that has insanely close blast zones and much smaller. Now we're playing a stage with a little bit bigger blast zones and a much bigger stage. This is a zoner paradise stage.
Yeah, a lot more, and I think Dolphin Brick tends to play a little more offensive than some other Orc Kings that I've seen, but just having that added real estate to where these projectiles from Fleet don't cover up as big of a percentage of the stage. You got a little more area to move around, but right now, Kid doesn't care. Gonna bring the fight to Dolphin Brick one way or another.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just looking so scary right now. You got so much action just happening, and constantly they're just trying to steal stocks off of each other. In the back here, will 100% steal that stock. And I mean, you're playing with a dangerous flame here right now. And we're seeing up smash after up smash. The parry not going to lead into anything crazy, but we have an offstage scenario. Down throw, gonna regain center stage.
Yeah, parrying that mark that Fleet puts on you gives me the same vibe as parrying Lily, to where it doesn't net you a true punish on your opponent because it doesn't turn them helpless, but it does give you enough iframes to maybe go for something a little bit riskier. You don't have to be worried about a whiff punish. Man, right now, it doesn't matter what iframes you got. Kib is walking all over Dolphin Brick right now.
Yeah, and oh, that up B going to be punished here. This is just looking, you got to be careful so much if you're both of them right now. Both of these characters have such explosive offenses, and right now you just cannot get off the ledge, and that will be taking it. Last stock. I mean, this could possibly be it. This could be the last stock of your tournament run, but Dolphin Brick's going to do everything in his power to make sure it's not.
Kib's feeling himself. I have no other way to put it right now. That last sequence of pressure before taking that second stock just looked so comfortable in picking his spots. That was just absolutely insane. Dolphin Brick has a mountain to climb here.
Yeah, I mean, and it's so interesting, right? Because we've seen so many explosive offenses, but oh my gosh, this might be it. Okay, that's a very serious situation. But that up air should take it, and it will. We are on not last stock. I didn't even realize that was Kib's first stock still. You have such a huge mountain to climb, like you were saying. And, oh my gosh, nothing's going to get us started more like a Nair.
Yeah, Kib is going crazy right now. Again, just going to pull the trigger. Got the puddle across stage. Man, Dolphin Brick getting sent cross stage right into the blast zone. Gonna bow out at 4th tonight. And Kib's gonna move on. So we now have Kib versus Mustard, Fleet versus Locks, in losers finals. Winner plays with Philo, final 3.
This is so scary, right? Because I feel like what most people expect when they play Rivals is they expect very, very aggressive gameplay and very combo heavy. Whereas I feel as though the way Kib plays, right, and it's the way Fleet is meant to be played, right? You're playing such a set-heavy kind of like I'm setting up for this combo, and I'm kind of conditioning you to play a certain way around my projectiles so I can punish the way you react with up airs and back airs and nairs, like any aerial really, right?
Yeah.
And this could get very tricky for a character like Loxodon, where if you get shut down in this neutral, you have to play so aggressive and so combo heavy to make this comeback. But that being said, we've seen Mustard's combo heavy, kind of like aggressive gameplay nature, and so I'm honestly expecting a game 5 right now. This is about to look very interesting. If we can see Mustard kind of like get in.
Yeah, I mean, Mustard's offense did not seem timid in the slightest, so I think we got a really good shot of seeing this set go the distance. And you know, you can't even set your sights just on this because work's not over, work's not done. But you got to lock in for this set before you have to lock in and even think about grand finals. So
yeah,
let's see who can really tap into something magical here.
Yeah, and I mean, you got so much on the line right now, right? You gotta beat your opponent. Both right now in the meta, both of these characters looking kind of lower on the tier list, kind of looking like they're always fighting a little bit more of an uphill battle. I mean, Fleet got nerfed, fixed, patched, whatever you want to call it, and Loxodon's been Loxodon. So both of these characters have their own struggles, but both of these characters have their own perks, and it'll be interesting to see how they adapt towards each other. I mean, and like you said, right, both of them are looking towards this match, but they also got to keep in mind the next one, and the next one it's against a completely different character. It's going to be really interesting to see how the winner of this adapts to the grand finalist, and hopping straight in on okay, that had to be a mess up because they both started on a counter pick.
Yeah, they didn't turn tourney mode on, and so they got to it and they had to back out real quick. But getting rid of Merchant Port first, and we're gonna end up on Ethereum Forest, a very, very small stage that we saw Kib counterpick to and feel very comfortable on.
What are we doing? Let him back. Oh my gosh, Kib, what are you doing right now?
Yo.
Hold
up. This is game 1. Stop one. No hello, no hi, how are you?
Yeah. At least play a little bit of neutral.
Yeah, I'm saying. I mean, come on, guys.
But
Kib's trying to race to grand finals right now with that play. Jeez.
I'm trying to 3-0 right now. Kib's locked in.
Hold up. What does Mustard have to say about it? Despite all that, not a lot of percent separating them right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Mustard. I like these earlier up Bs from Mustard to try and get back to the ledge and disrupt Kib's off stage, but man, that one is not gonna do it.
It's looking aggressive, and you just see. There we go. I mean, it's looking swayy. I think we talked about this before, where Loxodon just kind of has this oppression, and that has to be doing with the fact that they do a little bit more damage, right? And we're also see these up tilts and these fairs that Mustard likes to throw out and just kind of slap Fleet around.
Yeah. Big backer. Oh my gosh. Meatball in the air. Gonna hit the meatball regardless of Kib not even being over there. And actually gonna pay for it with her stock. No shot.
Yeah, I mean, that was crazy. We saw the timer get put on with the dare from the in the freaking blast zone, and then you landing near into some crazy advantage state, and we're just seeing Kib put on a show. They got their mindset on one thing, and that is called grand finals.
Yeah, real talk right now. Putting on a display for the viewer experience at home. Gonna catch an up smash. Good DI to not put herself in way of more up smashes there. Still gonna be off stage in reverse bear. Gonna seal it. A big 2-stop.
I will say, we just watched Kib do the exact same thing on the exact same stage.
Yep.
Maybe that was something we weren't fully aware of as Mustard, but that is a stage you got to be so scared about. And now we're moving to this stage, which like I don't know about this one either.
Yeah, this stage has a very similar vibe, a smaller stage. And again, Kib even saying in the stream chat that Tempest is a comfort pick for him. And we've seen him do good work on it, but let's see if Mustard maybe likes the stage more.
Oh my gosh. I mean, this is already looking so scary, and you're in the blast zone against Fleet, and that tornado, oh my gosh, that tornado cut off the ability to actually DI up because you were going to get hit by the tornado, and then probably just another attack, and so you DI kind of like down, and it's just kills. Like the availability for Fleet to just cut off movement options is so great. And I mean, okay, cut all the movement options off you want, but ain't nothing going to stop that up smash from taking it. Insane up air, like up tilt, up air, up smash combo. Like that was fantastic.
Yeah, that up smash hits like a truck, bro. It hits like a Honda Civic. And we got ourselves a pretty even game. Like you were talking about cutting off movement also. With just how slow Loxodon falls, it's also pretty difficult. And man, there's been a lot of ledge hogging here. Kib has been on top of it.
Yeah. I mean, everyone knows you do not let this character get back to stage. And in this game, it's so easy to stop a recovery like that. Like, at least in something like Smash Ultimate, when someone goes up and they come down, they grab the ledge. But in this, they're not grabbing that ledge if you're holding it, and that makes this kind of recovery just so much worse.
Ledge is do or die time out here. We're swimming in the deep end. Parry not gonna find the mark. Kib shooting it above to bait out the parry right now. What can we see? Another one? Oh my gosh! And barely grabs the ledge, man. Lox was inches away from losing another stock there.
Yeah, I mean it's just we're seeing Kib just kind of walk all over Loxodon, right? I mean, we've seen it time and time again. You do not escape Kib without losing a stock or taking 100. Like, Kib is cutting off these routes that you can move. They're killing you off of stray aerials and such. It's just so scary for someone like Loxodon. But with the way Mustard plays, maybe she can make some sort of comeback here. But it's looking rough.
Yeah, and running it back to the stage again. I don't know, Kib out here, like, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Yeah, you gotta get... I feel like you just go for a bigger stage as Mustard, right? Like,
I mean, trying to chase down Fleet on a big stage as Lox does seem very annoying, so I can't fault it. But this matchup is just really tricky if your name is Loxodon. Oh my gosh, hold up.
Well, is that a trade? That's definitely a trade. I mean...
I take that every day of the week. You're down 70%. We take it. We take it.
We take it, but like at the same time, when you're a Kib, do you take it too? Like, we're kind of like, all right, whatever. I'll just make the next stock come back. Like this, already you have what 80% on you. Like this is scary, and a parry just going into a punish, and that was it. Oh my gosh, up smash going to take it? Nope, not just yet. That back air will 100% take it.
And it has to feel so bad if you're Mustard to run up and parry and try and catch these projectiles. And that's like the third or fourth time that Mustard has been off the mark because Kib shoots it in the air or it doesn't quite hit. You know, you're calling out that they're going to swing. There's another one. It has to feel so discouraging to make a defensive read like that and not have it pan out by mere inches.
I mean, there? Okay, what are we... We were cooking a little bit. If those dares actually connected, we'd be looking at a way different match right now. But, I mean, the issue is that I think Kib is just so comfortable right now. And Mustard is trying with all her might to try and make some sort of, like, work be done. But up smash, I'm going to say you in the same situation that we saw just moments ago.
Yep.
And up air going... Not really. Okay, heavy boy.
Yes, extremely.
Oh!
The special get up does not matter. We got that arrow notch, and we're gonna take 3-0, man. Kib's running through this losers bracket like nobody's business to go fight Sofilo and Grands.
I mean, it's interesting, right? I mean, they lost. Where is it?
In
We
the
had
first round of winners, top or no,
top
top 8.
eight
Yeah, lost to
and
Safilo.
lost to Safilo 3-0. But ever since then, Safilo's just been putting in the work, and it's insane to watch. And I mean, Savilo, I don't believe has dropped a game yet, and we could be looking at something a little crazy right now.
Yeah, Safilo dropped 1 game to Mata's Maple.
Maple. I mean,
But
and
beyond
Maple.
that, yeah.
I mean, Maple's a completely different matchup, right? And
Yeah.
this could look pretty gosh darn scary.
Yeah, it can. And if you're Kib, you take your notes, what you learned from that set in winners, and you fuel it. Because not only do you have to beat Safilo, you got to beat Safilo twice in 2 best of 5s. So we got to see that we can put this work in. And Safilo gonna try and win this tournament with only dropping 1 game. You know, if Safilo gets her way, she just takes it clean. But let's see if Kib's got anything to say about it here.
Yeah, I mean, it's you have to be feeling some sort of way, right? You're watching this like fleet player that you beat at 3-0, and then all of a sudden you just have the watching the fleet player just tear people up one after the other. And I mean, you just watched the fleet 3-0 the player that played you in winners finals. There has to be some sort of like feeling of either, oh, this could be very scary, or oh, this is like I mean, you could be cocky a little bit and be like, oh, I mean, I'm just better than everyone, but it could go either way.
Yeah, also Kib only dropped 2 games in 3 sets in the losers bracket, but there's always a little bit more momentum for the person coming from losers finals, right? Safilo hasn't played since the set we saw with Mustard. It's been a minute. So Kib gonna be coming in a little bit warmer, coming off 2 direct sets, 3 sets with only 1 set in the middle, and so gonna have a lot of momentum coming in. We got our bands ready. It's either Godai or Merchant Port, and as a Zetter player myself, I love Merchant Port for Zetter.
Yeah, I mean, this could be a very interesting thing. I've played a lot of Zetaburns that love this stage, and this could be rough. And it looks like we're starting right off the bat, and I mean, we're seeing what we've been seeing with Kib just kind of like putting up these numbers with this disjoint, these projectiles. A back throw, not just going to take it just yet, but we do have a ledge scenario, and Zetterburn's ledge offstage is not the greatest.
Nope. And right now, we're seeing a big punish game for what was the 3-0 winners finals. I did not see the set. This is looking insane. Yo, Kib is moving.
This Kib is here, and Kib is here to send a message.
Big Zetter forward airs. Man, that move is strong. Downers. Oh my gosh, what? Oh, I thought we were about to see an insane conversion.
We're looking at just some peak aggressive gameplay, and it's just, I mean, back and forth, but now we're giving Kib a little bit of leg room, and this could get awfully scary when you're on the ledge like this. Oh, nothing crazy gonna happen of it, but 83% is nothing to scoff at. This is getting a little too close for comfort.
Yeah, for a character that people write off as, you know, quote, the zoning character of the cast, because again, like we had said before, there's no real zoners right now. Kib doesn't play like it. Kib plays like he wants to knock your head off with that bow at all times.
Yeah, I mean, we got red in the eyes, and there's nothing putting that out right now. I mean, this is just such an interesting way to play Fleet, because yes, you're playing. Oh, they're playing with these projectiles, cutting off these routes, but also we're pressing up constantly. And against a player like Zetterburn, that could be awfully scary, because Zetterburn kind of struggles a little bit in disadvantage, right? Not the greatest recoveries, and I mean, it's just getting taken over and over. And you got Safilo, you got to make some sort of adjustment. There we go. Gonna get knocked away. The offstage situation coming in.
Yep, and just oh man, was floating high. I thought Kib was gonna get off scot-free landing right there, but Sofilo had other intentions right now. Oh, big conversion. What can we see? Sofilo cooking. This game 1 was looking really skewed in Kib's favor after that first stock, but we got something else cooking right now.
I mean, this is just getting a little scary, right? We're seeing a little bit of a twist on the edge. And oh dear! Not going to lead into anything crazy, but we're trying so hard to make some sort of comeback here.
Oh, no way. No way Sofilo was ready to cover them teching the stage and double jumping back. Cover an area with that forward air, no shot. You are ready for those layers.
I don't even think that was strong forward air. I think that was them. I think that was Kai trying to like dash back to cover Sofilo's like options and just got slapped away.
And we're running it back to Tempest again. Kib's comfort pick, as we've said many times here. But again, this is a stage that I do kind of like for Zetter. But again, the way Kib is playing, the play style is definitely going to lend itself to this stage.
Yeah, I mean, time and time again, we've seen Kib select these smaller stages and just kind of shine with the oppressiveness in the way that he plays. And so maybe we can see it happen again, because the first stage, I felt like Sofilo got a little bit more time to live, it felt like, right? You got a little bit more time to live and a little bit more time to make that comeback happen.
Oh, great tech. Yep. Gonna barely survive that onslaught right there of stage pressure, of ledge pressure. And oh my gosh, that is going to... Yeah. The first hit, sucking you back in because you're on fire to just kill confirm off of that. That was absolutely insane. But can Kib close out this stock right now? No. Oh, and yes. Okay. All right. We got layers on layers.
I've never seen that before. I will say, I feel like Kib down Bs a lot more than most fleets I've seen. Right? Because Fleet, normally you see that down B when they're trying to recover, but Kid kind of uses it as like a mix-up on the shield.
Yeah.
And there it's a mix-up into death.
And man, we are tacking on a lot of percent right now. That was a huge punish from left to right, but man, not going to crouch cancel down till anything because Kib's just going to float bear, float bear, float bear.
Yeah. I mean, that's just using the distance to your best of your ability.
Yep.
Oh, Ledgehog definitely going to take it. 2 stocks to 1 stock right now in game 2. Kib's gonna try and show a little bit of that aggression that we've seen time and time again. It often sees the times that we're used to seeing Kib kind of reset neutral and then quickly take advantage is getting cut off because Sofilo is so like makes their aggression so oppressive.
Yeah.
And it's creating such a way where it's very swayy, but I feel like when Sofilo gets that oppressive nature going, it's hit after hit after hit into most likely death.
Yeah.
Whereas Kib kind of needs a little bit more to chip.
And not killing Sofilo on that edge guard just a second ago is going to spell out doom. Yeah, and down throw, going to catch the DI into a burning up smash is just going to take game 2 in convincing fashion. Again, Kib poised to take a lot of stocks there. Had Sofilo in pretty bad positions, but Sofilo finding a tricky way to get back to the ledge and thread the needle there to take us in to what could potentially be Kib's last game in this tournament.
Yeah, if you're Kib, you take a moment and you're like, all right, I'm in the kitchen. It's an hour never. But, I mean, the fact that you've already lost has to be weighing in your mind a little bit. You're also, now both of you are warmed up, but Kib is definitely a little bit more worn out, right? Like, we've had a long time wait since Sofilo played against Mustard, but it's during that time Kib had to play match after match after match.
Yeah.
And it might be starting to feel a little bit daunting.
Ooh, reverse bear gonna take it, and a good ledge. Oh my gosh, not a good ledge hog.
That recovery was fantastic, and
yeah, the upwards angle into the magnet hands.
Yeah,
that was sick.
It's oh my gosh, Safilo, I'm a fan. What are we doing right now? These conversions are insane. This recovery is insane. Like showing off a little bit of the fact that Zetterburn is just so good. And
Yeah, Zetterburn broken.
Zetterburn, I'm not gonna lie, I think Zetterburn's the best in the game, but that's a very opinionated thing, and I think this character is. I mean, Safilo is putting on a show right now of why this character is just so good on the stage. The off stage may be bad, but Safilo is making it look A+.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. And finally, gonna take the first stock off of Safilo here. Kip has to dig deep to find something that can even begin to bring this set back in his favor right now. But Safilo is just cooking. And with every stray hit, this game just seems a little less doable for Kip.
Yeah, I mean, what we're constantly seeing, right, is kind of like what happens to Safilo. She hits her combo, and then she dashes back, and then waits for Kip to do some sort of burst option, and then just immediately punishes it.
Ooh, doesn't quite find the smash attack,
That's
but
gonna
that
kill.
forward air, yeah, that forward air is so strong. And, man,
Safilo back to back, man. I mean, that's 2 times in a row. And top 8 without dropping a game. We dropped 1 game the whole entire tournament. And
Yep,
it was
round
to
2 winners.
Maple and round 2 a Pool. So like,
Yeah, round 2 winners. To be fair, that Maple did make it all the way back to, I believe, top 16. Not sure where they bowed out at, but I saw Mata's name up there. But yeah, 1 game lost the entire tournament against some of the bracket's best is absolutely insane.
yeah, I mean, it's a completely different look, and it was just so like so fantastic the way Sophia was playing. I mean, she was dashing back, punishing the stray movements. There wasn't enough time for Kaib to actually set up the projectiles to actually have a little bit of that set play. It was just full on aggression, and it was just back and forth so bad. But when it was Sophilo's time to play that back and forth moment, it was all aggression.
Yeah, and just being able to kill or take off stocks at that early is just going to make your life so easy, because if you can live a couple edge guards, it can just swing it so heavily in your favor when your opponent's dropping stocks at like 80. But yeah, what a bracket.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Great gameplay from both sides.
Yeah. Now, for any of you wanting to attend Battle of BC, do not forget, registration goes up after this Friday, the 7th. It's going up from $109 to $119. There's also a merch store where a compendium is open for the top Claren main Rungunshu. Love Rungunshu, actually. And we're at $121 to help pay for his flights, and we need more to get him out here. Rungunshu is amazing. I've played Rungunshu before in other games, and Claren is absolutely off the charts. So, sign up for Battle of BC now.
Yeah, I've seen Rungunshu play, and that character's insane. I watch Battle of BC every year, and I love that.
Yep. And then again, here's our top 8. A lot of Orcane, which is good to see. You don't see a lot of Orcane. Durai using both Rano and Orcane, but still, man. Water Nation was out here today having 4-hole reps. Edelus, love to see it too.
Yeah, I mean, that's insane. It's crazy to think about it, because I feel like a lot of these characters, besides I feel Orcane and Zetterburn, not necessarily constantly making that appearance. And it's insane to see these 3 characters being Fleet, Loxodon, and Edelus making it that far.
Yep.
I will say it's great to see the meta shaping up into a much more even playing field.
Yeah. And also, if you did miss out on Hop on 8, or you just didn't get enough this week, we are back next week again. The bracket, or the link is live, and let's see you all next week.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Yep, so that's it for us. Kincaid, thank you for hanging with me. Thank you for casting. pleasure as always to the Hop On team. Great event, and hopefully we will see you next week or in future Hop Ons.
Bye bye.